The following is a presentation of Paola Sports Live. It's time for Panther Sports. On your new home for Paola High School athletics, Paola Sports Live. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Learn more at gobrawley.com. Also by Elliott Group, Hers Incorporated, Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Laura's Orthodontics, and Miami County Dance Movement. This is Paola Athletics. On your new home for the Panthers, Paola Sports Live.
You are looking live at beautiful Panther Stadium on this gorgeous Friday evening underneath the lights that will be coming on pretty quickly here. We are excited and ready for this matchup between the Paola Panthers and the Ottawa Cyclones, two great teams that are coming off of two different very endings from the last game, with Ottawa kind of dominating their last one and Paola kind of getting dominated in the second half for sure by their rival Lewisburg and the Wildcats last week. We'll get more into that matchup a little bit later, but I want to go ahead and get our presenting sponsor. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Experience a new kind of internet with Go Brawley. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit gobrawley.com. Like we said, definitely the Panthers are looking to bounce back after their performance last week against their rival Lewisburg, and it just did not go the way that they wanted it to go. Lewisburg came out, punched them in the mouth, scored quick 13 points, and then Paola went right back at them in that second quarter, punched them right back in the mouth, went up and took a 14-13 lead, but just was not able to hold them off as Lewisburg became too much, Caleb.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, got hit right in the mouth the first 4 minutes of the game, falling down 13-0 before you can really get situated. You only had one offensive play in that stretch where you fumbled your opening play, and Lewisburg went down the field both times to score on you, but then showed great resiliency late in that first quarter into the second quarter to take the 14-13 lead, but then the wheels just came off about midway through the second quarter, and then the rest of the game Lewisburg just took over. But the beautiful thing about it is it's early in the season. You get another opportunity tonight to redeem yourself on your home field again and take out another opponent.
Yeah, they're definitely looking to take out a team that's playing hot. The Ottawa Cyclones, they put a beat down on Baldwin last week. They put up a lot of points, won that matchup 68-20 on Baldwin, and it really wasn't even as close as the score was in that one. They put up a lot of yards on the ground in that game for Ottawa, and that's kind of what they're hoping to do on offense, at least, is run the ball, run it as much as they can, and run it till you're going to stop it. And last week, Baldwin was not able to stop it.
No, not at all. Like you said, if your stuff is working, just keep doing it. Don't try to do anything fancy to mix things up. Try to fix something that isn't broken, and Ottawa did a great job of that last week against Baldwin. Like you said, 68 points. I don't care who you're playing. You put up 68 points against anybody in the Frontier League, no matter who it is. That's pretty impressive. They're going to be rolling high into here tonight, feeling good about themselves. This is when the Panthers need to come out and say, hey, not on our home field tonight.
Yeah, we've got a lot more in our pregame show here presented by Elliott Insurance Group. The pregame show is brought to you by Elliott Insurance Group. At Elliott Group, they believe building strong relationships with their clients and their community is the best way to serve them both, with offices throughout the area and online at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com. We'll be looking at some area matchups and some keys to the game, and then our final analysis here in our pregame show right after this.
Happy birthday! Thank you.
Watch this. Call your dad from that phone.
So you pay for a phone line just to laugh at kids?
No, my internet company makes me pay for the phone. Might as well get something out of it.
That internet?
No bundling required. Visit gobrawley.com to learn more.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367. Bringing the law to your corner. That's Hartley Law Group. Attorney Jerry Hartley and her staff are dedicated to working for the results you want and to help you determine what actions you can take. Specializing in criminal defense, family law, guardianship and adoption, estate planning, probate, and trust litigation. To learn more, call 913-294-4512 or visit HartleyLawGroupLLC.com. The choice of a law firm and attorney are important decisions and should not be based solely on advertisements or websites.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Panther fans can find us at 310 North Hospital Drive in Paola or 913-294-3713. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
We're back here on your Elliott Insurance pregame show, and we're going to look at some area matchups along the Frontier League for sure. And so this evening we've got Tonganoxie goes traveling down to Chanute, Kansas to face the Blue Comets. Chanute's off to a hot start this year, so that'll be a tough test for Tonganoxie for sure. Baldwin is traveling over to Lewisburg, so I'm sure Lewisburg after their last matchups might be overlooking Baldwin a little bit after they especially got kind of trounced by Ottawa. But I know Baldwin's going to put up a fight there for Lewisburg. Could be a little bit of a trap game for them for sure. Eudora is going to Spring Hill this evening, as that's a big time matchup. Spring Hill's been off to a little bit of a slow start to start the year, but they're definitely a very talented squad, and it's going to get it turned around for sure. And what a better night than tonight to do that for them. Then we got Kansas City Piper at Washburn Rule tonight, so a little bit not necessarily Frontier League action on that one, but Piper traveling over to Washburn Rule, a good program, a bigger program than Kansas City Piper with Washburn Rule and the Blues, and so that'll Junior Blues, my mistake. That'll be a good matchup between those two teams, and then Washington going to Bonner Springs this evening. So a lot of good games in the Frontier League, a couple matchups between some non-Frontier League teams there, or Frontier Leagues and non-Frontier League teams, but that's just kind of what we're looking at on that end anyway. So we're going to go ahead and give you your starting lineups this evening. For the Panthers, we'll go ahead and go with the starting defense this evening for the Panthers. Starting number 1, J.D. Troutman is one of your corners. Number 3, Dylan Wagerman, linebacker. Number 5, Charles Zeller in the defensive backfield as well. Number 10, Landon Taylor, also in that defensive backfield. Landon Taylor had a big game last game with 2 interceptions, and so he's definitely hoping to capitalize off of that he had last week.
Absolutely. Plus, he also had both touchdown receptions last Friday night. He was literally the biggest player that the Panthers had last week with those two touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and then the 2 big defensive tackles for loss as well. So hopefully that momentum carries into this one, like you said.
The linebacker, number 20, Cooper Stanchfield. Number 23, Lane Anderson's also in that defensive backfield. Number 26, Clayton Younger at linebacker. Number 57 on the defensive line, Cale Murdoch. Number 59, Brody Stewart at linebacker as well. Number 67 on that defensive line, Eli Richmond. And number 75, big Wayne Inman on that defensive line as well. And the starting lineups on offense for the Ottawa Cyclones, and that's the unit that they're definitely hoping to get started as good as they were last week against Baldwin. But at quarterback, number 1, Zayton Vink. Number 4 at wide receiver, Nate Sims. Number 20 at running back, Javion Shepard. Number 22 at wide receiver, Hayden Dury. Number 28, Zion Wooden at running back as well. On their offensive line, Cole Callahan, number 55. Number 64, Tommy Evans on that offensive line as well. Also on the O-line, number 74, Derek Gomez, and Austin McFadden, number 77 on that O-line. Number 78, Cooper Stone rounds out that offensive line for the Ottawa Cyclones. And then at tight end, big number 87, Xavier Zink for the Ottawa Cyclones. So it's going to be a great matchup between both these squads. Definitely a lot of room for improvement for the Panthers from last week. And Ottawa's just hoping to do the exact same thing that they did the week before. They ran the ball. They ran the ball really good. We'll be back right after this break with some key areas that the Panthers definitely need to hit on this week for the win. We'll be back right after this on the Elliott Insurance pregame show.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
We're back here one final time on our Elliott Insurance pregame show, and the pregame show is brought to you by Elliott Insurance Group. At Elliott Group, they believe building strong relationships with their clients and their community is the best way to serve them both. With offices throughout the area and online at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com. Looking back at looking at some key matchups and keys to the game for the Panthers this evening, and we're really going to go back to the keys to the game that we had last week, and the biggest thing is just limiting those mistakes. There were too many turnovers on the Panthers side, and that just really killed them. They had drives going at different points, but just limiting the mistakes, limiting those penalties. They had a couple long penalties that hurt them as well, brought back some big gainers, and so that's going to be really key to play kind of mistake-free football for the Panthers tonight.
Absolutely, and one of the biggest mistakes that happened last week was on a penalty. I believe it was a Clayton Younger sweep to this side of the field. He went down the field for about a 50 or 60-yard gain, but unfortunately the block was too good on the edge and was called for a holding, which cost the Panthers about 60 yards of field position, which really dismantled that drive. And the Panthers really need to establish a run game. They couldn't do that very well last week, and it's credit to Lewisburg. Lewisburg's a very stout front, very stout team in general, but their front is really, really good. The Panthers were just not able to get their feet in the ground and get any push to establish a big running game. That's why they were able to throw all night, and it caught the Panthers behind, got out of gas, ran out of stamina. If they can establish a run game, that'll take a lot of pressure off of Jed Osborne, who is playing tonight. That's good to see that he wasn't seriously injured last Friday night.
Definitely good to see that Jet kind of went down with an injury towards the end of the game. Looked like maybe an injury to his hand, arm, wrist, something like that. And so it's good to see him out in warm-ups, throwing the ball good, and he's going to be ready to go. And Caleb brought me right into my next key point is just winning up front and dominating up front. That was something that did not happen against Lewisburg. They did it the first week against Fort Scott, and they dominated both sides of the trenches against that Fort Scott Tigers, but they just were not able to do the same thing that next week, last week against Lewisburg, and just really got dominated up front on both sides of the ball. And so I know that the coaches and Coach Smith, that was one thing for sure that they were wanting to hit on this week is winning in the trenches, because that's the way they get the run game going.
Yeah, absolutely. That's where the games are won. I said it last week. About 90% of the game is won in the trenches. You get the push off the line, you're going to sustain big drives and wear the other team out. And Lewisburg did that last week. Paola did it against Fort Scott, like you said. Lewisburg did it to us last week. So now you're 1-1, nothing to worry about early in the season. It's time to come out here, make a statement, put your foot in the ground, and win your first game at home against a quality opponent in the Ottawa Cyclones.
Definitely an un-Paola-like performance, rushing for less than 100 yards last week. Clayton Younger ran 12 times for 35 yards, a couple carries for Jed Osborne as well, a couple carries for Landon Taylor, but they were under 100 yards as a team, and that's not something you usually see out of the Panthers.
No.
For sure. They were able to throw the ball, so that was one thing last week that we wanted to see, is if they would be able to throw the ball if that run game wasn't working. There definitely were spurts and different times that Jed Osborne was able to throw the ball, and that's just not what the Panthers want to do, though. I mean,
no.
Osborne was 11 of 23 last week, 168 yards, 2 touchdowns. Both of those to Landon Taylor. Landon Taylor, like we said before, had a big game, 4 for 96 and 2 touchdowns as well. And then on defense, 2 interceptions. So Taylor definitely was the MVP of the game last week, but I can guarantee you that if we went and asked Landon Taylor right now, that he would care less about being the MVP of the game and just wanted that win, especially over Lewisburg. So the entire team's going to be ready to fight tonight and go after these Cyclones.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it took Lewisburg some time to adjust to that passing attack that the Panthers had. It took them by surprise. That's why the Panthers were able to fight back with resiliency and make a push to get the lead. But then once they figured out that they couldn't run the ball very effectively, Lewisburg ended up dropping guys back because they knew their front line could get to the Panthers running backs before they could get started. Then they dropped 7 guys, and the Panthers just couldn't figure it out. And credit to Lewisburg for making the adjustments. The Panthers did not make them. But like I said, new opponent, new week. Time to take care of business.
For sure, and as the Panthers music comes on and they are ready to get to roll out of the giant helmet there as we are getting ready to start our game. About 2 minutes till kickoff here in our matchup between these two Frontier League teams. And like we said multiple times, the key for the Panthers is just going to be able to see if they can run the ball as the Cyclones take the field and in their white tops and bottoms and their red lids. And here come your Paola Panthers on the field as well, and they're all black, sharp-looking uniforms flying into Friday Night Lights, hoping to take out those Ottawa Cyclones as they are fired up and ready to go this evening. Like I said, the sharp look for the Panthers, their home look, those all-black unis with the black lids and the Panther on the side of the helmets. And definitely a great uniform matchup between the two squads here, between the All Blacks and the All Whites. You know, it looks really good. It's going to look really good on the field as well for the two teams. But we are just a couple minutes away from kickoff here this evening between these two sides, and we couldn't be more excited, especially after the matchup last week and not ending the way that the Panthers wanted to. And that's going to put an end to our Elliott Insurance pregame show. The pregame show is brought to you by Elliott Insurance Group. At Elliott Group, they believe that building strong relationships with their clients and their community is the best way to serve them both, with offices throughout the area and online at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Honorary team captains getting ready to go out for the coin toss.
Band has a little bit different look tonight. It looks a little bit bigger, but the high school and the middle school band combined. So I'm sure that'll be a cool halftime show that we'll have for you on our halftime show by Rusty Walters, Farm Bureau. So out as captains for Paola, number 5, Charles Zeller, I think number 73, Garrett McKinney, and
number 6, I think it's 68. That's
68, my mistake on that.
No, 73 is right.
73, I knew it. Garrett McKinney. Caleb's already calling me wrong
before
this game starts.
I'm just saying there's another one out there, and I think it was 68.
Exactly.
But
as they're at midfield here for the pregame coin toss between the two sides. The Panthers are hoping for a better start than they had last week against Lewisburg, as they had kicked off, and Lewisburg took it back to about the 45-yard line to start their first drive, and then from there it kind of was just really downhill and just a tough fight for the Panthers altogether.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, Panthers had one offensive play in the first 4 minutes of that game last Friday night, and they were down 13-0 before they can get established. But they fought back into it, just ran out of gas in the second half. We'll see who won the toss here.
As the white hat is explaining how he's going to flip the coin, which is an interesting.
Ottawa has won the toss.
Looks like Ottawa won and deferred. So we'll take the ball to start the second half here, and the Panthers are going to receive here to begin the ball game. And it'll be a great opportunity for the team to get off on the right foot on offense for sure.
Absolutely. Chance to stick your foot in the ground and say, hey, we get the ball first, we're going to go right down the field and shove it down your throats to put some points on the board and make our statement felt early.
And Caleb was right. Number 68 was on the field as a captain as well, Samuel Shore. So you saw 68. We saw 68, 73, and number 5 as well, Charles Zeller. So we are ready to go here on this beautiful – it's just a gorgeous Friday evening. Yes. I mean, you could not have asked for a better Friday, especially with all the heat that we've had this week and expecting this next couple of weeks. Kind of a nice breeze coming in, and it's gorgeous, and the lights are already on, and there's nothing better than a Friday night, and no better place to be than in Paola Panther Stadium. But if you're not in Paola Panther Stadium, the next best place to be is watching us live on YouTube on Paola Sports Live.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's not near as humid and sticky as it was last Friday night. You remember last Friday night, it was a warm, muggy night. Tonight, it is peaceful, it's calm, it's cool. It's a perfect night for Friday night for late September. Ottawa will be kicking from south end to the north end. Panthers will be receiving from the north end zone.
As the two sides run onto the field and are ready to go, receiving for the Panthers, back deep will be number 2, Xander Meinig. As the Cyclones have a little bit of an interesting formation here to start this, I would assume they're probably going to break the huddle and sprint off to their two sides as they are lined up.
You're going to have to, because other than having 5 guys to both sides, 5 guys to either side of the kicker, it's an illegal formation.
Yep, no, 100%. It's like kicking for Ottawa is going to be number 28, Zion Wooden. He's also one of their starting running backs, and he's got a really good boot. I watched him in pre-games, and he's going to kick and punt for him, both of them here. So we are finally getting started on this gorgeous Friday evening as Wooden kicks off deep.
Oh,
he takes the ball and falls on it right at the 16-yard line, and a mistake right off the back for Xander Meinig, and definitely not what Coach Smith wanted to start the game.
No, not at all. We saw that once last week, too. The exact same thing. On a kickoff, hits Meinig right in the chest, bounces forward, rolls away from him, which is the absolute cardinal sin as a return man. You never want to see the ball rolling away from you after you muff the catch. So the Panthers caught a break there and didn't have an early turnover to begin this one.
And definitely the sign that the Panthers want to see is Jed Osborne is under center for the Panthers. Pitch outside to, looks like Clayton Younger on the, number 5, my bad, Zeller. Charles Zeller on the outside. Breaks a couple tackles, does get a gain of about 5 yards on that.
The block was almost there, just wasn't quite sealed off on the right side of the Panther line there as Meinig wasn't able to get away.
Zeller was able to break a couple tackles there and pick up a gain of about 4.5, 5. I guess they gave him a little bit more on the kickoff than I expected, but gave about 4. Get to bring 2nd and 6 here in our first quarter. Osborne back under center and I formation behind him. Clayton Younger and number 5, Charles Zeller. Handoff to the left side to Clayton Younger. My mistake, to the right side.
First down, it looks like, right at
Younger.
the stick.
Looks like he's just going to maybe a touch short. Going to be a gain of about 4.5. He did gain enough for the first down. So that's a Panthers first down, and it's really great that they're starting to get this run game going. They want to get about 5 yards a pop on this to be able to keep those chains rolling.
Oh, you get 5 yards, 6 yards a pop, you're going to make it a long night for the defense.
For sure. Osborne looking over to the sideline, getting the call from Coach Smith over there. Back under center, the 2 backs behind him, Younger and Zeller. Takes a snap to the left side, hands off to Younger right in the middle.
Not much there. There was not much blocking on the right side. Good penetration. Tackled
by number 11, Austin Curtis, one of their good linebackers for the Cyclones. Back to the line go the Panthers.
Good penetration by the Cyclone defensive front there.
It was not quite exactly what they were wanting. There was a little miscommunication up front on who they wanted to block. The Cyclones have a little bit of a different defensive front. It looks like a 3-down lineman with kind of 2 backers, 4-down lineman with 2 backers on each side. They know that the Panthers want to run. And a handoff again to the left side. Actually, it's a jet follow on that jet follow.
Quarterback follow.
Quarterback follow by Jet Osborne. Maybe Coach just calls it the jet follow, but gain of about 4 there on the run. So it's going to bring up third and about 4.5, maybe 5 for the Panthers here. And everything that they've ran so far has been to this right side.
Absolutely.
Definitely find a weakness over there is they're a little bit less manned on that side. The Panthers are have a little bit heavier look here on the left side, and Ottawa looks like they're playing the the long side of the field, or the field side is their strength at the moment. Osborne back under center. Takes a handoff, pitch outside to Zeller. Zeller's got a big running lane on the right side, and that's going to be enough for a Panther first down. Great run outside, and that thing just was wide open as the lead back, Younger, did a great job of getting outside and getting that edge sealed, as well as the tight end and the wing back on that side as well.
Like you said, tremendous block by Younger to spring Zeller there, and a big first down on 3rd and 5.
8 yards on the play for Clayton Younger. Actually, my mistake, for Charles Zeller. Back in the backfield. Handoff again to that right side. Younger right up the middle. Not much going, as it's going to be a gain of about 1 for Younger. And that the fullback dive just isn't quite working so far for the Panthers.
Yeah, you're going against a 6-man front. It's going to be hard to get any push up front unless you really get off the ball quick.
I think that's definitely why the Panthers are trying to look to get the ball outside a little bit, seal off the inside, and just kind of let them run. As a little bit different formation here for the Panthers, trying to spread out the Cyclones a little bit as they got receivers at the top and the bottom of your screen. Younger behind Osborne at center. Osborne under center. Takes a snap and a reverse on the backside. Great play on the outside. Charles Zeller breaks open in the open field. Great gain by Charles Zeller. Little reverse trap action there by Osborne, and the wing back came back again to this right side, opened up like he was going to go to the left, but fooled the Cyclone defenders, and that's going to be a huge gain for Charles Zeller.
Biggest gain of the night for the Panthers. Great play call by Coach Smith and the Panther offense. Panther offense rolling now at the Ottawa 30.
Coach Smith has definitely seen something he likes here on the right side of the Panthers line and then the left side of the Cyclones defensive line. Looks like Osborne almost got a jump over there by that right defensive end of the Cyclones.
He was certainly anxious on that.
Osborne looks at his play call here. Osborne under center, Younger behind him. Number 10, Landon Taylor behind him as well. Right up the middle. Again, follow for Osborne.
Yeah, missed block again by the right guard and right tackle. Defensive tackle was able to shoot the gap and limit the gain there for Osborne.
Cyclones do play a little bit different defense. They obviously know that the Panthers, what they want to do is run, and so they've got 6 guys right on the line, and they've got those 2 backers that are playing about 3 yards off as well. Not expecting the pass, not respecting the passing game as well. They kind of are putting their corners on a little bit of an island. Let's see if Coach is able to run some play action, maybe able to do that first week against Fort Scott. Osborne back under center in the I formation. Handoff right up the middle to Younger. Younger breaks a tackle. Is going to be a gain of about 5 for Clayton Younger, which is going to cut this. And looks like one of the offensive linemen, one of the tight ends actually, lost his helmet. So he's going to have to come out for a play.
That's the best surge the Panthers' offensive line has had in this drive. Good push up the middle. Makes a nice gain by Younger.
Makes it 3rd and manageable for the Panthers. 3rd and 3 from their own, actually from the Ottawa Cyclones, 23-yard line, 23.5-yard line.
Don't be surprised if you try to see a bootleg to the far side of the field right here, that little 5-yard out pattern that the Panthers like to run so much in this situation.
Everything so far has been ran to the right. They're feeding the hogs on that side for sure. Wide receiver goes in motion. Handoff to the left. Quarterback follow to the left by Osborne. And it looks like he is going to have enough and pick up enough for the Panthers' first down. One of the Panthers' offensive linemen thinks he got a little extracurricular activity, got thrown after that play a little bit, but no call on that.
Another official's timeout.
Looks like an official's timeout here. Interesting. He's going to
chains have already been moved. You can't measure anything.
It looks like they're just having a conversation, a sportsmanship conversation maybe between the offensive and defensive lineman here. He says that he's had enough between these two. And
it's like, hey, the whistle's blown, no more curricular activity afterwards.
Interesting way to do that, but I guess whatever works for both sides. Let's hope that there's no more by either player on that. But Osborne getting ready to go back under center here in the I formation. Younger behind him, and Zeller as the deep back. One receiver at the top and the bottom of your screen as well. Takes the handoff, looks a little play action. Oh, had Landon Taylor wide open here in the flat, but just was not able to find him. Rushed that throw a little bit as Taylor was wide open at about the 10-yard line.
There is a flag down, however, near the line of scrimmage.
There is a flag. Looks like it's going to be a hold against the Panthers, unfortunately, on that one.
Yeah, that play was there. It's just Osborne missed that throw, but it would have been all for naught anyways. The Panthers were caught for holding at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to move the Panthers back a good deal on that one. Good 10-yard loss. It's going to bring up 1st and 20 for the Panthers.
It's going to be longer than that. It's 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so it'll be first about 23.
1st and 23 for the Panthers from the Cyclones' 32-yard line. Long ways to go here. They're just trying to pick it up chunk by chunk. Definitely 4-down territory, so 4 downs to get about 23 yards here.
No need to panic. No need to panic. It's first down. You got plenty of time to get down there. Just take chunk by chunk, like you said.
Panthers looking at their wristbands. Ready to go. Younger behind. Zeller in the back. Toss outside to the left is Landon Zeller. And he gets a gain of about 6 or 7 on that one.
Nothing wrong with that. Like you said, it's a good 6-7 yards on that play. Makes it 2nd and long still, but it's 2nd and a lot better than 23.
Yep, Charles Zeller, my mistake on that one. Stick the last names.
The old announcer's jinx, just last names only.
Last names only. That's all you need to pronounce. As the big tight end for the Panthers comes back in after losing his helmet a couple plays ago. 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. That tight end at the top of your screen on the line of scrimmage. Quarterback looks back to pass. Osborne has had him open for a little bit. Interesting choice there, as it looked like J.D. Troutman was running wide open in the back of the end zone, but was unable to find him. I think Jet had kind of already made up his mind that he was going to go on the outside to that one, but which wasn't not a bad choice, as Landon Taylor did come up big for the Panthers last game, but not quite working out for them. It's going to bring up 3rd and really long here for the Panthers. Looking probably to get about half of this back and then go for it potentially on 4th down.
That was actually a tremendous play by the corner. He knew the wheel was coming, stayed back.
Pass back deep for Landon. Finds Zeller, and he fumbles on the outside, and the Cyclones pick it up. Oh, my goodness, and he's going to take it the distance. Huge turn of events for the Panthers as number 20, Javion Shepard, picks up the fumble, as nobody had even really tackled Zeller on that play. He just kind of went down, lost his balance a little bit, went down and fumbled. And unfortunately, that turns into 6 points for the Cyclones, as Javion Shepard goes from about the 30-yard line all the way to the other end, a 70-yard scoop and score touchdown for the Cyclones.
That's a backbreaker right there. You had a nice 7-minute drive going. You make the mistake by fumbling and then compound the mistake by letting Ottawa pick it up, go into the end zone for the first score of the night. The Panthers are behind the 8 ball early.
Definitely not the way that the Panthers wanted to start, as they are hoping to gain some momentum back here, maybe by a missed PAT or blocking the PAT. Kicking his 28, Zion Wooden. And he kicks it through. Point after attempt is good. It's going to bring the Cyclone lead to 7-0 here to start this ball game. And the Panthers had a really good drive going, but once again, shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah,
those penalties. The penalty for sure on 1st down here at the Cyclones 20 really just killed the drive.
Yeah, absolutely. Just 2 mistakes on that last series of downs. Like you said, the opening penalty that pushed them back to 1st and 23. Made a nice gain on 2nd down to make it 2nd and 15. Missed the wheel route, and then the pass was caught over here on the near side, and then the mistake by Zeller fumbling the ball, and then Ottawa was able to capitalize it big time by picking it up and scoring the touchdown. But Panthers need to shake that off, come back out, and put another drive together and finish it this time.
Definitely 5:11 left here in our first quarter, so loads of time for the Panthers, but kind of a kick to the gut.
Yeah,
getting really close to the red zone area and fumbling that. Not the way that things wanted to start it, but new opportunity here for the Panthers as they get to go right back on offense to try and make that play not count anymore, even this ball game up. So back deep for the Panthers, number 2, Xander Meinig. And Meinig is definitely looking to catch this one clean, and hopefully it looked like he had some room on that last one as well. So if he can catch this clean, he's got an opportunity to break this thing for a little bit of a gain here.
Absolutely. It's all about ball security. Make sure you catch the ball first before you run. That happened to Meinig twice now in the last 2 weeks.
Kicking again for the Cyclones is number 28, Wooden. Big kick deep. Looks like that one's going to go into the end zone. Wow, what a leg. Not only is he a star running back for the Cyclones, but he's also got a huge leg on him as that one goes in the end zone. Panthers are going to get the ball at the 25-yard line.
And Meinig again bobbled that catch. Of course, it was a dead ball anyway. As soon as it crosses the goal line, it's a touchback, but seems to have a little bit of catching issues on the first 2 kickoffs for Xander Meinig. That's got to be shaping up.
5:11 left here in this first quarter as Osborne goes back into the huddle for the Panthers as they try to get those 7 points back on offense. 2 receivers to your near side, 1 on the far. Osborne under center. Didn't quite like the look, looking to check, make a play check here. Back under center, Younger behind him. Wing back on this side. Looking to throw the ball again. Looking to Landon Taylor. And number 10, Landon Taylor, goes for a nice gain on first down. And that is going to be enough for a Panther first down.
It's a little 5-yard out route that Landon Taylor was able to catch and go upfield for a nice 11-yard gain on first down. Good way to start this series of downs for the Panthers.
It's going to be a gain of about 11 yards for the Panthers. So starting from the 31-yard line. Pitch on the outside to Younger, was not quite able to get the handle on that one as it was just a little bit wide, was able to finally bring it in though, and I'm sure a lot of the Panther sideline was gasping for air there as that one was close to losing that one.
Panthers are having trouble holding on to the ball. They've put the ball on the turf 3 times with 2 on the kickoff and then obviously the fumble 6 and almost put that one on the ground. So Panthers got to sharpen that up, looking a little sloppy right now to start this game.
Yep. As Osborne is looking back to the sideline for the play call, 1 receiver on your near side here. Younger and Zeller in the backfield. Back underneath, and a handoff right up the middle to Younger, and he just gets absolutely stuffed by number 16 again for the Cyclones. They're Parker Googe, who has had a pretty good game so far, made a couple tackles, big tackles for the Cyclones, and definitely not the area that the Panthers want to be in 3rd and 11 here with 4 minutes left in this first quarter. 3rd and 11, definitely getting off script.
Yeah, Ottawa's winning the battle up front right now. The Panthers are getting beat off the ball. The run game is not there. They're going to have to find a way to figure that out or beat them through the air right now. Panthers at 3rd and 11 at their own 30. Already down 7-0. This is a big 3rd down right here.
Big time 3rd down for the Panthers. Osborne under center. Takes a snap, fakes back. Just underthrew that ball just a little bit by Jet Osborne as he had his receiver, number 16, Jace Curley, and he was open on a post route, but just underthrew him a bit, and the defender was able to get a hand on that. So the Panthers are going to have to punt this one away with 3:33 left here in our first quarter.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. If he's able to lead Osborne there, I believe he hits his head on the goalpost. But like I said, threw it low and back behind the intended target, Curley, and it leads to a punt.
Short punt here for the Panthers. Does get a good Panther roll, though. It's going to roll to about the 35-yard line of the Cyclones, and that's where they will take over for their first offensive drive of the game. First time we've had the opportunity to see the Ottawa Cyclones offense this evening is their score was on a 70-yard fumble return and recovery for a touchdown by number 20, Javion Shepard.
Yeah, absolutely. As the Ottawa offense, you're feeling good right now. You haven't been on the field yet. You're already up 7-0 thanks to your defense. Plus your defense just got a 3 and out. You got to be feeling pretty good about yourself right now. The Panther defense needs to bow their necks and get a stop.
Ottawa in the spread here, shotgun as he brings a receiver in motion. The quarterback, number 1, Zetten Vink, and looks like it's going to be a false start on the Cyclones. Zayton Vink, my mistake.
The receiver in motion was kind of going forward at the snap.
Not Canadian football, cannot do that. So it's going to push the Cyclones back, 1st and 15 from their own 30-yard line. a little bit of a different formation than the Panthers have seen this year with this spread offense. Lewisburg was definitely a pistol team that still liked to run within the tackles, but Ottawa looking to spread this out a little bit with the receiver at the top and the bottom of your screen, 2 receivers at the top of your screen. Zink back here, handoff to the middle, number 28, the big kicker, and he is stopped and brought down by a host of Panthers. It's going to be a gain of only about 1, and the big kid, number 28 for Ottawa, Zion Wooden, he's 6'1", 212, so big running back that's hard to bring down, but a host of Panthers were able to tackle him for a short gain of about 1.5.
That's good job by the right side of the Panther defensive front. Just going out with the play, not getting sucked in and allowing the running back to get the edge. The Panthers let that go sideways and only limited it to a 1-yard gain. That's really well done by the Panther defensive front.
Second down here for the Cyclones. Zink under center. Zion Wooden behind him, or next to him. Fakes it to Wooden, looking to go deep, and he did not find anyone. Looks like the Panthers might have got away with a little bit on the underneath route. Luckily did not target that receiver, so no pass interference call, no flags on the field, so it's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Cyclones. Definitely not the territory that they want to be in either, as they were a run-heavy team last week against Baldwin.
Absolutely. He had his deep man. He had the corner beat on this side. He just led him too far, and it's a break for the Panthers. Now it forces Ottawa into a 3rd and long situation. Like I said, they did not want to be in. It's 3rd and 14. The Panthers with a chance to get off the field.
3rd and 14 here for the Cyclones. 2 receivers at the top and the bottom of your screen. Zink actually in the shotgun. Hands off right in the middle. Good tackle by Clayton Younger to stop them short of the first down, as he had a lot of room to go after that if you had missed that tackle by Younger. But it's going to bring a Cyclones punt here on 4th and about 7.
Tremendous open field play by Younger. Like you said, it looked like he had a lot of running room there, but Younger saves the day for the Panthers and gets the Cyclones to a 3-and-out. And look how deep the punter is. He's a good 15 yards behind the center.
College punter is what Wooden does have a leg on him for sure. So long snapper's got a long way to kick it back there, and he does throw it back there to him. Big time punt, goodness gracious, by Wooden. And it takes a Panthers bounce a little bit, which was good because that could have been really bad. It's going to give the ball inside the 20 to the Panthers starting out here on this first down. First down of 10 about from the 18-yard line.
Still a good 45, 50-yard punt by Wooden.
With the bounce for the Panthers. So.
Absolutely. And that, of course, he's kicking with the wind, so that helped it beneficially. But
helped it a little bit, but he didn't
need no wind.
Did not need the wind for sure on that one. So the Panthers hoping to get something going on offense here as they are down 7-0 here in this first quarter.
Panthers need to get something going here. Like you said, down 7-0. Had the ball twice and have been stuffed both times. Panthers need to get something going here to get back in this ball game.
Osborne going under center here. 2 backs behind him, Zeller and Younger. Handoff, looking to throw the ball. And he does not find the receiver he's looking for, as it's going to be number 16 for the Cyclones. An interception return for a touchdown by Parker Googe on that one.
Second defensive touchdown of the game for the Cyclones. A fumble 6 and now a pick 6. Panthers falling apart in this first quarter.
Frustrating for Coach Smith, as he did have the seam route by the running back. Just threw it behind him again, not quite able to find him. And Osborne not looking exactly right this evening. He's not quite as sharp as he looked the first couple games. So
absolutely.
Plenty of time left in this ball game for sure, but Wooden back to kick the point after attempt for the Cyclones. And booms it through. It's going to be a 14-0 lead for the Ottawa Cyclones this evening, and the Panthers looking to find something offensively as the Cyclones, probably not the way that they thought this was going to go, only having 3 snaps on offense and being up 14-0. And the Panthers are going to have another opportunity on offense to go out there, and I'm sure Coach is just talking right now to make sure you take care of the ball, because that's the 2 things that have hurt them so far. Defense looked really good in the first drive against the Cyclones, stopped them way short of a first down, but really just hoping for something good to go on offense.
Yeah, the offense has been a killer for the Panthers. Like I said, led to both touchdowns, a fumble 6 and a pick 6. That cannot happen. Just way too careless with the football right now, and the Panthers just need to settle down, regroup, and get a drive going and put some points on the board to get some momentum back, because momentum's been shot right now for the Panthers.
Meinig back again to return for the Panthers. Not sure if he's actually quite deep enough. I guess if it goes over his head, it's in the end zone. So
That's it. But I'd set my feet on the goal line. If it goes over my head, I know it's a touchback.
It's no good for sure. So Meinig back deep for the Panthers, looking to get something started here. Maybe kickstart a little bit on this kickoff return, getting some good field position as they've not had that yet this game. Wooden back to kick for the Cyclones in his big right leg. Wooden approaches the ball and kicks off and drills that one again through the end zone. What a leg on that kid.
Absolutely. The Panthers' best starting field position has been the 20 twice. They've been inside the 20 but twice in this game already, so the field position is definitely in favor of Ottawa. Of course, Ottawa's only had the ball one time because of the 2 turnovers for touchdowns by the Cyclone defense, which has come ready to play. It's really shocked the Panthers offense. They did not expect this. But, like I said, it's only the first quarter. Got to shake off these cobwebs and put a drive together and get yourself some confidence back.
Osborne back under center here. I'm sure they're going to be looking back to go to the run game as there's a little bit of miscommunication on the Ottawa front. Looks like they might have been able to catch them off guard as they had D tackles switching all over the place, but able to get set here. Osborne back under center in the I formation behind him, Younger and Zeller. Zeller takes a wide open run through the right side, a huge hole as a host of Cyclones bring him down, but not after a 10-yard gain for the Panthers. So great run. It opened up like the Red Sea there for Zeller and the Panthers.
Absolutely. The offensive line got great penetration off the line and really opened up that hole for Zeller, and he exploited it hard, got a 10-yard gain, new set of downs on 1st and 10. As we're coming down to the final minute here of this first quarter.
1:11 left here in our first quarter. Osborne back under center, hands the ball off again to Zeller, the hop back, and he's covering the ball up for sure. He had 2 hands on that one, still able to gain about 9 yards on that first down carry. So exactly what they're looking to do. I know that Coach Smith has definitely preached ball security here to end this half, and you know, we're not going to give him any more free chances. Looked like Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that one as he was covering the ball up with both hands, but still able to get a gain of 9. So 2nd and 1 for the Panthers with 1:03 left here in our first quarter.
And credit Clayton Younger on that last play of that block on the end out here. Just kept driving him and piled him to the ground out of bounds here on the near side. It really spread that run for Zeller. 2 back-to-back really nice gains for the Panthers on this drive.
Back under center, Osborne finds Younger right up the middle, and it's going to be enough for a Panther first down. Gain of about 3 yards. So Younger getting the hard yardage right there, right up the middle, right up the butt of the guard. And that is enough for a Panther first down from their own 43-yard line.
Starting to get a little forward momentum now. 3 really solid run plays to start this drive for the Panthers. May have time for 2 more plays at most at the end of this quarter.
As Ottawa is getting tired of the run and has put 7 guys up on the line. Able to find a hole on the left side is Zeller. Found a gain for about 3 yards. A little bit of backfield penetration made Zeller have to bounce that a little bit farther, a little bit wider than he wanted to, and so only a gain of about 3, but definitely positive yardage is what they're looking for on these first down plays, just staying in front of the chains.
Panthers trying to get another playoff for the end of this quarter. They got plenty of time to do so, just 15 seconds.
Opportunity here for another play before the first quarter ends.
You got to start hurrying now. You're down to 6. Looks like they're going to get it off, though.
Handoff back to Zeller. Zeller almost breaks a tackle. Good breakdown tackle by number 87 for the Cyclones, Xavier Zink.
That'll do the quarter.
That's going to end our first quarter, and we will be back right after this.
Happy birthday! Thank you.
Watch this. Call your dad from that phone.
So you pay for a phone line just to laugh at kids?
No, my internet company makes me pay for the phone. Might as well get something out of it.
That internet?
No bundling required. Visit gobrawley.com to learn more.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
We're back on Paola Sports Live as the Panthers are down 14-0 to start this second quarter. And our presenting sponsor this evening is Go Brawley. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Experience a new kind of internet with Go Brawley. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit gobrawley.com. Osborne under center. Takes the snap, hands off to the left side, and breaks a tackle right at the line of scrimmage as a defensive tackle got into the backfield. Looks like he's right at the line. It's going to have to clear everything, and it's going to be a first down for the Panthers, so a good hard run by the back there for the Panthers.
Just enough surge by the offensive line, just enough to get the first down and get a new set of downs.
Panthers looking at their side here. Heavy formation in the backfield as they've got two backs, fullback and Zeller back there with Landon Taylor, and breaks it again to the outside. Landon Taylor breaks it to the left, and he's trying to outrun an Ottawa defender, but does not quite get there. But it's going to be a huge gain for the Panthers. It's going to be a gain of about 20 yards.
Big time play by the Panther offense. Second time in the red zone. Last time they were down in this far, they had a penalty, it set them back, and then led to a fumble 6. See if the Panthers can finish the drive here.
Over 28 yards for the Panthers. So great run on the outside by Landon Taylor. Found something they like, and Ottawa's not happy as they bring in a lot of guys to the line of scrimmage again. Handoff right there in the middle. Looks like he's tripped up right at the line.
Got a nice fall forward, though. About 3 on that play, it looks like.
Still got a gain of 3 there for Landon Taylor. Taylor's getting some access in the backfield. A little bit different as he's been their receiving target a lot, but getting some action back there in the backfield as the deep back behind Zeller and Younger.
He's been your best player the last couple weeks. Why not feed him the ball when you get a chance to?
I see moves up to beside Younger. Zeller moves to the deep back.
Jace Curley is the wide receiver on the left side of your screen here.
Doubt they're looking to pass the ball here with the run game. It's going as good as it is.
Not at all.
Handoff, misdirection play to Charles Zeller. And it is going to be, looks like maybe enough for a first down. And really close again. Looks like they're going to stop the clock here. And the White Hat signals a first down for the Panthers.
First and goal from the 7.
First and goal from the 7 for the Panthers. They're looking to punch this thing in with 10:36 left here in our first half, second quarter.
This is going to be huge for the Panthers' confidence if they're able to finish this drive.
Panthers go heavy on the right side of their line. Osborne under center. They've got 4 offensive linemen as their left guard switched over to the right side of the line. 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen, Younger behind him.
Got to go, though. You're down to 3 on the play clock. Going to have to take a timeout.
Going to have to take a timeout, Coach Smith here. Not what they wanted to do, as they had a lot of momentum in this drive, but still a lot of momentum that they're gaining, and it's all been on the ground between Landon Taylor and Charles Zeller.
Yeah, absolutely. This has been a most impressive drive of the night, certainly for the Panthers. After a disastrous first quarter, 2 turnovers that led to drive. You're very early in the second quarter. If you can get this into the end zone, get your lead cut in half, get some momentum going, that can get you going and get your confidence back for you, which Panthers desperately need after that disastrous first quarter.
I'm sure Coach Smith in the huddle here is making sure he's telling his running backs to cover the ball up.
That's
2 hands, definitely can't have anything happen bad here in the end zone in the red zone.
You don't want a Denver Broncos situation where they fumbled it twice on the goal line against Seattle.
Twice at the goal line, not able to punch it in a third time. So not what the Panthers are looking for here.
And it is Bleacher Creature night here tonight at the stadium as the young kids are on the track here with the cheerleaders. They'll have their halftime performance.
You'll see that live on the halftime show sponsored by Rusty Walters Farm Bureau Financial. And the Panthers are looking to break the huddle here, waiting. Interesting to see if they'll go back to that heavy set again.
Pretty balanced this time.
Looks like they are
Tight
in
right.
that. They are heavy in that set on the right side. It's the same formation. 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Osborne back under center with Younger behind him. Landon Taylor is the wingback on the left. Osborne looks at his play call here. Hand off to Younger right up the middle, and a huge gain right up the middle for a Panthers touchdown. Clayton Younger goes 7 yards to put the Panthers on the board. Make this ball game 14-6 in favor of the Cyclones, but the Panthers just closed that gap a little bit as the sea opened wide up. They went weak side. Everybody was looking. The Cyclones had shifted to the strength of the offensive line, but Younger went backside, made a defender miss, and cruised right in for a Panther touchdown.
Huge answer for the Panthers. Now they got the momentum back. They're back in this game. Time to capitalize on it with the defensive stop.
Point after attempt is good, and that's going to cut the Cyclones' lead to 7. Exactly what the Panthers ordered and Coach Smith wanted with that touchdown drive, as it was all on the ground.
Yeah, absolutely. Just perfect execution up front by the Panthers. They blew Ottawa off the ball, finally got some confidence going with it. Now the defense has only been on the field for 3 plays, so they should be fresh, but at the same time, the Ottawa Cyclones offense is going to be fresh too, so the defense has got to lock in, get the ball back to your offense, which is humming right now after that 80-yard drive.
Fantastic drive by the Panthers, all on the ground, really big chunk runs by Charles Zeller, Landon Taylor, then punching it in finally is Clayton Younger there. That's his 3rd touchdown on the year, actually 2nd touchdown on the year for Younger, as he had one in the first game against Fort Scott. Got shut out last week, but definitely off to a better start this week against than against Lewisburg for Younger.
Yeah, absolutely. Other than the turnovers, the Panthers haven't played their best tonight, but they're in this game. They're only down 1 touchdown, even with those 2 fumble touchdown and interception for a touchdown. So back in the game, keep the line moving.
19, Warden back to kick. Back deep for Ottawa. Looks like number 20, Javion Shepard. Actually, number 28, my mistake. Kicks it to the left side. Number 4, one of their wide receivers. Breaks through, has an opening. Great open field tackle by number 71, looks like.
77.
Starter 77, my mistake.
Let's pass it. Oh, no, Chavez Neely.
Chavez Neely. There's 276 on my on my chart there. So 77 Chavez Neely. And what a great tackle is. They had a lot of room to run there. Great return by Nate Sims for the Cyclones. And if that tackle would have been broken, it was probably going to be a house call for the Cyclones. So the Cyclones come back under center as they go heavy here. Zink back under center. Zink fakes to the left, hands off. Oh, my great hit by Landon Taylor from the secondary. Oh, my goodness.
Boy, what a stick by Landon Taylor. He put his body on the line there, stuffed the running back in his track. Still a 6-yard pickup, but it could have been a lot more as he had a full head of steam. Great play by Landon Taylor.
Little misdirection play by Zink as he faked to the right and came back to the left on the running back. But Taylor came out from his safety position and brought the wood for sure. Ottawa back under center here. 3 backs in the backfield. 2 horizontal and a deep back as well. Zink takes the snap, hands off to the deep back. Oh, actually, my mistake, hands off to the fullback on the left side. He fooled me.
Fooled me too, because I was following the running back. Yeah. I was following the deep back, and all of a sudden you said, nope, it's to the fullback. It's like,
good feed by Zink there, and able to disguise that handoff, and a nice run of about 5 yards for an Ottawa Cyclones first down. With 9:14 left here in our second quarter.
That's big for the Ottawa offense. Your defense just gave up an 80-yard drive to put the Panthers back in the game. You did not want to go 3 and out to start this drive, so they got a first down after 2 plays, and now they're near midfield.
Ottawa Cyclone offensive lineman runs off, and a new one runs on. Cyclones that came out in that first drive, and they were in a spread formation, and then back, looks like they're going to have to take their first time out here of our first half, and gives the Panthers an opportunity to catch their breath, and I'm sure look a little bit different formation as they, like I said, they came out in that first drive in that spread that they'd gone 3 and out, and coach on their side, he had enough. Coach Alexander was like, now we need to run the ball. That's what we did good against Baldwin, and so they went to the power running game, and it worked for 2 carries for a first down.
Yeah, absolutely. When you spread out the offense like that, it's kind of hard to run side to side because Panthers got more guys in the box than you have to block. So you put them all in the box like there's more guys to block. That's the surge you get off the line, and that's what Ottawa did to start this series. See if they stay with it or try to go back to that spread offense again, which may help the Panthers if they do that.
Panthers looking to create a negative play here on this first down, put them behind the sticks a little bit, as Ottawa had to throw the last time that happened. It did not work as well for them. So Panthers looking for a big play from their defensive line here.
And let's not forget, Ottawa had a pre-snap penalty on their first drive that set them back 5 yards, so they had to spread out the field, and it looks like they're doing that right here. Got twins to both sides.
Ottawa in spread formation, twin receivers to the top and the bottom of your screen. Number 28, Wooden, right next to the quarterback, Zink. Receiver goes in motion, hands off to Wooden, and it looked a little awkward. Looks like Wooden was a little ahead of him, but it is going to be a gain of about 7 yards as the big Zion Wooden gains 6 on first down.
Yeah, Wooden was ready to go. The quarterback wasn't ready to hand it off. That could have been a disaster for the Cyclones. It wasn't. It's a nice 6-yard pickup on first down.
Ottawa's done a lot of subbing on their offense as they take 2 receivers out, bring 2 in.
They also brought 2 linemen in and took 2 out. Bunch of rotation.
Receiver at the top of your screen in that heavy formation in the backfield. Again, 2 backs beside and a back deep. Ball on the ground. Zink has to just fall on that ball. And it looks like they're going to call him a gain of about a loss on that play. It looks like he might have got back to the line of scrimmage, but that could have been a disaster for the Cyclones.
Absolutely. That's a break for the Panthers as the Cyclones were having some momentum on offense, then the fumbled snap. Now it's 3rd and medium. It's 3rd and 4. It's not easy, but it's not. The Panthers need to win the battle up front and get to the quarterback if they so choose to pass here.
Cyclones breaking the huddle, going back into the heavy formation in the backfield. 2 backs, number 20 is the deep back, Javion Shepard. Zink takes the snap. Hands off to the left. Oh, big hit and a great tackle. Great open field tackle. Cannot tell exactly who made that. I think it might have been Landon Taylor again. Nope, Jace Curley, I think. Nope, it was Landon Taylor.
Tremendous open
Landon
field play.
Taylor again brought the wood and was able to wrap up and hold on enough to stop the momentum, and it's a big-time 4th down opportunity here for the Panthers to get off the field as it's about 4th and inches, 4th and about maybe a yard, maybe not quite a yard for the Cyclones.
Question is, will the Cyclones actually go for it or try to get the Panthers offside on a hard count?
Looks like they are going to go for it with those big backs especially. Looking to probably hand off to number 28, the big fullback Wooden. Handoff right there to Wooden, and he has a full head of steams, and he gains it easily. Gain of about 4 on 5 on first down. And he came through with a head of steam, and it's hard to stop that big of a back, 6'1", 220 on that, or 212 on that stop.
Hey, he gets going real early with it. There's not much the Panthers can do unless they just absolutely blow up the offensive line. That's a backbreaker for the Panther defense. So close to getting off the field. Now you got a new set of downs for the Cyclones.
1st and 10 from the Panthers side of the field. Back in that heavy formation again. Shepard the deep back. Handoff, trap play on the left side. Great tackle on the outside by number 26. Looks like Clayton Younger on the tackle.
And they're going to get a flag on sportsmanlike conduct. It looks like on the offensive lineman for Ottawa, number 77, was John in the Panther secondary. The flag was thrown. This could be devastating for the Cyclones. It's going to be a dead ball foul. The down will count, and it'll back them up 15.
I think Parker Googe on the carry for that as he had the interception return for a touchdown for the Cyclones.
Yeah, that's a bad penalty by the Cyclones there. The down's going to count. It's going to be 15 yards from the end of the play. So it's going to be 2nd down, about 24.
Coach Alexander is not happy with the officials on that one. Did not agree with that call at all. But great news for the Panthers as that brings it back, way back. It's going to be 2nd down and 15.
That's going to be
longer than that second down and 25.
Yeah, just the casualty penalties you can't have. That's a silly mistake by the Ottawa offensive line. Let the Panthers get to him, and he showed his emotion. Cost his team the down and 15 yards.
2nd and 25 here for the Cyclones as they were on the line and decided to go back in the huddle. Vink is in the shotgun behind center. Twins receivers at the top and the bottom of your screen. Wooden behind him. Vink takes it. It's like a blitz by the Panthers linebackers, not able to get 3. Looking way deep for his wide receiver, and he had him wide open as he beat the corner on the outside, Zeller, but he just threw that ball a little bit short, as that would have been 6 for the Cyclones if he was able to connect.
Big time break for the Panthers. Like I said, Zeller was beaten on the far side. The receiver was wide open, but not enough arm to get there, and it falls harmlessly to the turf. Now it's 3rd and 23. There is a flag down, it looks like. It's going to be on the Panthers.
Looks like they're going to get all of that part of that yardage back. I don't know exactly.
Is it tripping?
What that call was on. It looks like it was maybe a tripping. So it's going to be 2nd down. Again, they're going to replay that down for the Cyclones. So makes it a lot more manageable. 2nd and about 18 instead of 2nd and 25 is what it was. 2nd and 23 what it was before that. So definitely not what the Panthers wanted to do. Is it was going to be 3rd and long.
Yeah. Back-to-back mistakes. One by Ottawa, now another one by the Panthers.
Back in the twin spread formation by Vink. Takes the snap, hands off, fakes the handoff, looking for a screen. Screen back, and a great play on the outside. What a tackle on the outside. Was not fooled by that one.
Tremendous play on the far side over there.
Tackle
by number 26, Clayton Younger. Tremendous play. The screen was there, but Younger blew it up, and now it's 3rd and long for the Cyclones.
Sniffed the play out by Younger as there was a lot of room on that fake to the back and then threw it to him, but Younger was there, had that screen sniffed out, so now it's going to be 3rd and long.
3rd and about 17 for the Cyclones, maybe 18.
Nick back here, takes snap, hands off to the running back as he gets a little bit back, gain of about 8 on 3rd and very long, so it's going to bring up 4th and 10.
There is a penalty now. It's going to be a legal shift on the Cyclones.
So that's going to bring him back even farther.
Brody Stewart.
It's going to be 3rd and 23. Let's say back it up. Just disastrous on this drive for the Cyclones. A cheap personal foul penalty that they shouldn't have done, and now even more mistake on 3rd and 18. Now you're 3rd and 23 after an illegal shift penalty. Big time break for the Panthers.
3rd and 23 here for the Panthers. As this is going to be huge territory. Got trips receivers here on the bottom, empty backfield for Vink.
5 wide, baby.
5 wide, looking for, looks like a screen pass on the outside, looked like maybe a double pass, but it is sniffed out by the Panthers defense, and a host of about 5 Panthers bring him down as Landon Taylor was there.
Eli Richmond was there first.
Richmond was there. There was a whole host of Panthers there, and that's going to cause a punt for the Cyclones. The Panthers are going to get the ball back here with 4:51 left in this first half.
That's a tremendous pursuit tackle by the Panthers. They work on that in practice all the time. Great flow to the ball. Finished off the running back for a big loss. Panthers are going to get good field position.
Wooden back here to punt again for Ottawa. Looks like they might have had a chance to block that shorter kick as it doesn't quite get to the sticks. Looks like it is going to take a Cyclone bounce as he had a heck of a way to punt it to be able to even get that past first down territory. But a punt of about 37 yards for Wooden is going to give the Panthers the ball on their own 23-yard line.
Best starting field position of the day for the Panthers by 3 yards.
But
it is the best starting field position of the night.
I think Coach Smith will take it any way he can. So as disastrous as this first half has been for the Panthers, have an opportunity here with 4:22 left to tie this thing up before they get into halftime.
Oh, if they can get this into the end zone and tie it at half, you got to be feeling pretty good after you gave Ottawa 2 touchdowns because of your mental mistakes. Now it's your chance to get it back.
Osborne back under center. Pitch to the left side, to the outside to Zeller, and it is sniffed out by two defensive linemen for the Cyclones. Actually, a linebacker and a defensive lineman. Number 41 in on that tackle, Keegan Reamer.
And nothing doing there on that toss here to the near side. Ottawa had more guys out there than the Panthers could block.
Able to get back to the line of scrimmage at least, so it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. Is still kind of playing this a little bit short, trying to see if they can gain some yardage here to get a first down. Play action pass, wide open, Landon Taylor. Landon Taylor breaks to the outside. He's got one guy to beat. It's 40, 30, all the way down to the 25-yard line of the Cyclones.
There is a penalty flag, though, back at the Panther 36-yard line. This is probably going to be coming back.
Not sure what the penalty is.
It might be a hold
that far down the field.
It might be a hold on the receiver out there that was blocking to let Landon Taylor break free. Another colossal mistake by the Panthers.
Taylor made a nice catch as that ball was a little high, able to get back up, and it is going to be a hold penalty against the Panthers, unfortunately.
So instead of
exasperation by the Panthers sidelines.
No, instead of 1st and 10 inside the Ottawa 30, now you're going to have 2nd and about 7 back inside your own 30. So 60 yards of field position there.
2nd and 7 here with 3:37 left, and it was a great play call by Coach. They executed it terrifically except for the hold on the outside by the wide receiver on that Taylor run and catch.
You do net gain about 3 or 4 yards on that, but it could have been 50.
Should have been 50 at least. So Osborne here back under center. Takes a snap, looking to throw the ball again. Looking really deep, and that's got to be a pass interference. They're going to get a free 15 yards on that one. Is not really sure if there was an opportunity for him to catch, for Curley to catch that ball on the outside, but as he just ran right into the defensive back and
that's clear as
ran
day.
Into a wall.
Clear as day, pass interference.
Free 15 yards, able to get back for the Panthers. Gives them a first down with 3:20 remaining in our first half.
Yeah, it's a mistake by the defensive back for the Cyclones. No need to run into Jace Curley as that ball was well overthrown. But the Panthers will certainly take the mistake. Ottawa's shooting themselves in the foot with these penalties, giving the Panthers momentum near midfield now after the pass interference.
Communication here from the officiating crews. There's been a little bit of that. It's just going to be, looks like it's just going to be a 5-yard penalty for the Cyclones.
It's weird. It's usually 15 yards.
There is, I think in high school there are still 2 pass interference penalties. So Osborne, either way, takes a snap here on first down with 3:20 remaining in our first half from his own 38-yard line. Osborne under center, takes the snap on the outside, hands to the left. Taylor again running huge, and Landon Taylor again has just been giant for the Panthers as he took the misdirection handoff.
Landon Taylor's been the biggest part of this Panthers team the last game and a half. He's been special.
Osborne back under center here, looking to quick snap, looking to the wide receiver on the quick out, able to make the catch. Curley trying to make a man miss, does not, but is still able to get out of bounds. A gain of about
there is a penalty flag.
Another penalty flag.
Back near where the quarterback was.
Looks like there could be a holding on the Panthers, and so that's going to back them up again. I don't think it benefits Osborne that there's only about a step drop that he takes on the snap with him being under center, looking for that quick out, and so the offensive linemen know that there's no room for error there, and unfortunately he was able just to grab and move the Panthers back.
Yeah, now it's going to be first and very long as it's 10 yards from the spot.
First and very, very long for the Panthers with 3:09 remaining, so still an opportunity here, but Ottawa's not too sure as they have a deep safety. Looking for the same play again for the big run that Taylor had, the halfback misdirection, but did not quite work. Gain of about 3-4 for the Panthers.
Yes.
Second down and a mile still.
It's a big series of downs right here for the Panthers. You don't want to turn the ball over, but you would like to get a first down and see if you can score before half, but you do not want to make a big mistake by giving the ball back to Ottawa near midfield.
Second and about 21 or 22 for the Panthers with 2:39 left in this half. Play action again, looking. Osborne's going to take off on the right side and does pick up a gain of about 12, so it's going to cut this third down, and he gets out of bounds as well, so stops the clock with 2:29 remaining. It's going to be third and about 9.
Heads up play by Jed Osborne to take what he had there got the down and distance to about half of what they had. Now it's third and much more manageable at 3rd and 9.
Looking for the exact same play that they hit Landon Taylor on that long run, but it was brought back on the hold. Osborne back under center. Hard count, trying to get the Cyclones to jump. 3rd and 9 with 2:29 left in our first half. Panthers looking to capitalize here, get something going. Trying to score here before the end of the first half. Osborne under center, takes a snap, hands off to the deep back, and a big-time tackle by Googe, number 16. And he's been really big for the Cyclones in this first half. So he had the interception return for a touchdown and a big-time tackle there. And the Cyclones looks like they're going to take a timeout and try to get this ball with 2:16 left.
Oh, they're going to get the ball back. The Panthers are going to be forced to punt here. You can't go for it near midfield, down 7 points late in the first half. You got to punt this ball away and hope your defense gets a stop. That's a big-time play by Googe, like you said, to Panthers lose a yard on that play, be 4th and 10. Just colossal mistakes on that drive. The penalty that brought it back cost you about 55 yards of field position.
Holding penalty as well.
Holding penalty cost you another 15 yards after the walk-off. So, yeah, just
shooting themselves in the foot again on this drive. Just not exactly what they were looking for. I'm sure Coach Smith is going to have lots of talking points going to halftime, but there is 2:16 left in this first half. Ottawa still has one timeout left, and so plenty of time for the Panthers are hoping to pin them deep because Ottawa's got plenty of time here to try to get down the field and score. And I'm sure with their big-legged kicker, he's got a big range on field goals as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Just the execution wasn't there for the Panthers on that drive. It's unfortunate, but you're still only down 7. Now you just got to hope your defense can keep Ottawa off the board going into half. Or you can maybe get a mistake and get the ball back on a turnover.
Panthers in punt formation.
Landon Taylor will be the punter.
Back deep, well, kind of deep. He's not a whole lot of respect. I'm not sure if Ottawa thinks that he's going to punt it. Oh, he might have had a chance. Good low line drive punt. And it does go into the back of the end zone. Good line drive punt. I thought for a second that he might take off and run with that as there was a little bit of a gap, but that I'm sure would have been really, really risky, and the entire Panther sideline was telling Landon Taylor no on that. But the Cyclones are going to take over at their own 20-yard line with 2:09 left in this first half.
Yeah, the Panthers love to do that little rugby-style punt. 49-yard punt for Taylor, but only a 29 net after the touchback.
So big-time opportunity for the Panthers to get a stop here before halftime, get some momentum as the Cyclones come out into spread formation. Again, 2 receivers at the top of your screen, 2 at the bottom, where 20 goes in motion for the Cyclones. Hand off to big number 28, Wooden, but they're there. A host of Panthers are there initially, and a host of Panthers bring him down. Breaks about 3 tackles of guys that were there. Landon Taylor in on that tackle, as well as number 1, J.D. Troutman. And Cyclones are probably going to hurry up here, gain of about 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
Let's not forget they only got 1 timeout left after they used their second one on that 4th down play.
1 timeout. Vink left, Vink behind center. Wide receiver goes in motion again, looking to run right up the middle, and the big guys chop him down right at the line of scrimmage. Gonna be a gain of about a couple, only because he fell forward and he gained about 3. But
Panthers might want to start about using their timeouts. They got 2 remaining as we're under 1:20 to go in this first half.
Sure,
especially if you get a stop here on 3rd down.
Ottawa looking a little bit less excited about trying to score here before halftime with those big plays by the Panthers defense. Probably going to run this thing down. And if a big play happens, it happens. But Vink takes the snap, hands off again on the left side. And a huge tackle, big time cut in by the linebacker, number 51. My mistake, number 59, Brody Stewart.
And there is the second Panther timeout.
Cale Murdoch. So they do take their timeout, making the Cyclones punt here because you never know what's going to happen on that.
That's it. Ottawa's deep in their own territory. You could have a bad snap, a shank, a good return. You got a minute left with 1 timeout. Try to put something on the board before the end of the half. Now, if Wooden's able to get off a good kick, I'm not sure the Panthers would try to do much except go to the locker room. But now you have a chance at a bad kick, a block, a bad snap, a good return. You never know in high school especially.
I'm sure Coach Smith was also talking to his guys and making sure with Wooden being their running back, you never know. There could be a fake play as well So it looks like the Panthers a little bit of a safe formation on this punt.
And you got to watch the ball in case they try to do a hard count or fake it as well. It's only 4th and 3, so
could fake it to the up back as well, snap it to the up back, but
any penalty on the Panthers will result in a first down.
4th and 3, back deep to punt is Wooten for. And a punt not as good as this first one for sure. Looks like it does take a huge Ottawa bounce though. The bounce was about 8, 9, 10 yards. As that punt was shorter, would have gave the Panthers the ball at about their own 39-yard line. But
Panthers are in that area, though, where they can try a couple plays. They're across the 30. You got 53 seconds with the timeout. The way that passing game's been going, one big play could set you up. So Panthers, I bet, will have a couple opportunities. If nothing happens, then they'll go to the locker room. But just don't do anything colossal and give the ball back to the Cyclones where it is right now.
The one thing Coach Smith, is telling Osborne right now is don't do anything to put this ball into jeopardy. If you don't have it wide open,
just take it. Just
then
go down.
Eat it. Exactly. Eat the ball, and we'll take this thing to halftime. But first and 10 from the Panthers' 32-yard line with 53 seconds left in our first half. Osborne back under center, 2 behind him. Pitch to the outside, and a good gain on the outside. And looks like the Panthers are not going to – looks like they're Coach is trying to take a timeout.
There it is.
And about 4 or 5 seconds ran off the clock because the officials did not see Coach Smith try to take that timeout over there. But good gain of about 6 yards on first down on that pitch to the left side.
And now you're going to be seeing nothing but aerial attack here for the Panthers. Out of timeouts with 42 seconds. I bet Coach Smith's going to reel off about 3 or 4 plays to jet. So, hey, you complete this pass, get to the line, and get ready for a snap of the other one. Just boom, 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 because you ain't going to have a lot of time. With 42 seconds, the clock does stop momentarily on a first down. But once they reset the chains, the clock's going to be rolling again unless you get out of bounds, which also plays a big part in this.
Not much time left, 42 seconds here in our first half with the Paola Panthers down 14-7 on the Ottawa Cyclones. And really it's just been a story of mistakes by the Panthers so far, shooting themselves in the foot, two an interception and a fumble recovery for touchdowns for the Cyclones. And offensively, the Cyclones haven't done anything, and we'll get more into that into our in our halftime show. But Panthers are trying to close this thing out, hopefully get another score here late to tie this thing up. Handoff on the left side to Zeller deep, and it does not look like it's going to be enough for a first down. 3rd and about 2.
Yeah, a little safe play call there by Coach Smith.
Panthers going to hurry back up to the ball here. Timeout by the Cyclones.
Yes, they use their final timeout.
The Cyclones use their final timeout, hoping for something bad to happen, really, because they can't stop the clock again. So this could be the last play, potentially, depending on what happens in this first half for the Panthers. But 3rd and about 2.
And if I'm Coach Smith here, I try a big deep pass here. It's 3rd and 2. If you don't get it, you're going to punt the ball anyway. So I try a big pass down a sideline or over the middle and try to get a big play and then get up there and spike the ball and have a couple more shots at it. But we'll see what Coach Smith does here, if he's safe with it or goes for the big play.
I think they're safe. They pick up the first down, then they go long. How about that?
Either way. Take one last hoorah.
We are in Kansas. You want to put money on it?
Nope. I'm leaving my bets to the NFL gods.
Oh.
They've done well for me these first 2 weeks.
That's all right. You're a lot better than me then. 3rd and 2 here for the Panthers. Back under center, Osborne takes the snap, hands off to the left side. It is going to be enough for a first down. We'll see if he keeps churning his legs. We'll see if the Panthers hurry up to the ball, trying to spike it. Trying to spike the ball here with 20 or 19 seconds left. Referee set the ball.
Oh, the Panthers weren't set.
It's going to be a snap. They didn't get the call, though, so they're going to say the Panthers were set, fortunately. So 18 seconds left on the clock here.
Boy, that's a break for the Panthers. The right tackle was not in his stance when that ball was snapped. I don't know how the refs missed that one, but the Panthers will take it.
Ottawa looking to go to a cover 3 look here with still 51 yards to go to score. Osborne takes a look back, finds right in the middle.
Gotta get up and spike it.
Yep, found Zeller right in the middle of the field, right down the seam. Getting to get the ball to the official to spike this.
Make sure you're set. And they do a good job of that time.
And a little bit of a home clock there, as I don't think the clock was ever rolling after they got that first down. So I'm sure the Ottawa Cyclones bench is not too thrilled with that one. The coaches aren't. But 13 seconds left here. Opportunity from the Cyclones' 31-yard line. So definitely have seen a lot of crazy. Maybe looking to get closer, potentially kick a field goal, but looking again to the outside. And it's going to be picked on the outside. So no harm, no foul really on that one for the Panthers. It's picked on the outside by number 22 for the Cyclones, Hayden Dury. So that was Osborne was just trying to make something happen there.
Yep.
No harm, no foul with 7 seconds left in our first half. So
it's just been a rough first half for the Panther offense. 3 turnovers in this first half, 2 for touchdowns, and 1 going in for a potential score. But like you said, no harm, no foul there. Ottawa's probably just going to take a knee on it. You don't want anything crazy to happen inside your own 10-yard line. You're already up 7. You get the ball to start the second half. You don't want to do anything dumb and give the Panthers a free chance at points before the end of the half.
At that point, you definitely want to give your receiver an opportunity to try to catch that, and that's what Osborne did. Under center for the Cyclones does take a knee, and that's going to bring it into our first half with your Paola Panthers down 7-14. And we'll talk about the first half, talk about some area matchups and get some score updates on those as well on your Rusty Walters Farm Bureau Financial Halftime Show. We'll be back right after this on Paola Sports Live.
Farm Bureau has been a proud supporter of the Paola Panthers for more than 20 years. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Agent Rusty Walters and his team of Alicia Shea, Maria Dirty, and Brett Fisher take pride in the relationships they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, contact Rusty, Alicia, Maria, or Brett at 913-294-2737. Bringing the law to your corner. That's Hartley Law Group. Attorney Jerry Hartley and her staff are dedicated to working for the results you want and to help you determine what actions you can take. Specializing in criminal defense, family law, guardianship and adoption, estate planning, probate, and trust litigation. To learn more, call 913-294-4512 or visit HartleyLawGroupLLC.com. The choice of a law firm and attorney are important decisions and should not be based solely on advertisements or websites.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Panther fans can find us at 310 North Hospital Drive in Paola or 913-294-3713. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
We're back on your Rusty Walters Farm Bureau Financial Halftime Show here at Paola Sports Live. And the Halftime Show is brought to you by Rusty Walters Farm Bureau Financial Services in Paola. Rusty and his team have been serving Paola and the surrounding area for more than 20 years. As your hometown agent, Farm Bureau Financial Services has the products to protect you with the service and the customer care you've come to expect. Call 913-294-2737 or stop by and see them at 11 South Pearl in Paola. So definitely a first half for the Panthers that they were not hoping for. They were able to bounce back and cut this lead to 7, but just not the way that they wanted that first half to go, as Ottawa kind of came and punched them in the mouth a little bit. 2 weeks in a row that they've gone down 2 scores to start the ball game, and Paola really had a drive going in their first drive, and were able to take the ball all the way down to the Cyclone 30-yard line, but a fumble on third down by Charles Zeller was picked up by number 20 Shepard for for the Cyclones, and he took it all the way to the house untouched and started this game out 7-0. And in our second drive, the Panthers got the ball back and had a couple first downs, threw a couple incompletions, had to punt the ball as they looked to throw the ball more in that second drive, and it didn't quite work. And then on the ensuing drive, Ottawa got the ball back at their own 35-yard line with 3:30 left in the first half or in the first quarter, and went 3 and out. They had a 5-yard false start penalty on their first play and just were never able to get in front of the sticks. And so, not the way that Ottawa wanted to start offensively for sure. Punted the ball back to Paola and punted the ball deep by Wooden and pinned the Panthers deep. And unfortunately, a mistimed throw by Jed Osborne down the seam and number 16 for the Panthers. Googe took it back and scored on the interception return for a touchdown. And that was all the scoring for Ottawa in that, and then Paola went on a really, really nice drive after that point to take or to cut that lead to 7 points by the Cyclones. But it was a really good drive, a drive of 80 yards, all on the ground as well. Didn't need to throw the ball at all. Zeller got in on the action. Younger punched it in. Landon Taylor was in on the action as well. So that's what brings us to this 14-7 score. Really, I think the highlight for the Panthers would have to be their defense. The way that they played in this first half is they bent a little in those middle drives, but they did not give up any points.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that first half is all on the Panther offense. The 3 turnovers, like I said, the 2 for touchdowns. The defense was fantastic for the most part. Ottawa was able to get a little momentum at times, but then they shot themselves in the foot with bad penalties twice. All 3 times they had the ball in that first half, they killed the drive by penalties. So the defense has been able to do their job. It's just the offense will take the blame for that one as they gave Ottawa both their scores. And like I said, that one nice drive. Panthers had a couple other drives that got going into Ottawa territory and then got stalled out because of a penalty or a mistake by a turnover or something like that. So the Panthers don't have to change anything defensively, but they just got to clean it up offensively. The 3 turnovers are why Ottawa has the lead at halftime.
The Panthers are definitely hoping to eliminate those mistakes in the second half. It was one of our keys to the game, and it happened right off the bat. Yeah. It's almost like they were listening and listening in the wrong way as a young child does to their parent, right, until they learn. But not the half that the Panthers wanted to have. They were able to salvage it and at least go only be down 7 at halftime. But we'll be back more. We'll talk a little bit more about some area matchups, talk about the scores at halftimes of those games as well on your Rusty Walters halftime show.
Stupid Go Brawly internet.
Go Brawly allows you complete control over internet usage for all devices in your home from anywhere, as it should be. Visit gobrawly.com to learn more.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Option Bank Community Banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right. the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
We're back on your Rusty Walters halftime show. This halftime show is brought to you by Rusty Walters Farm Bureau Financial Services in Paola. Rusty and his team have been serving Paola and the surrounding area for more than 20 years. As your hometown agent, Farm Bureau Financial Services has the products to protect you with the service and the customer care you've come to expect. Call 913-294-2737 or stop by and see them at 11 South Pearl in Paola. Looking at some area matchups and to be honest, some surprising scores that we've seen, Caleb.
There's especially a couple of them that are just jaw-dropping. Just wait till you hear these folks.
Couple scores, and we'll leave those teasers maybe a little bit to the end on that one. But we'll go outside the Frontier League a little bit with our first matchup, with Coffeyville up 20-7 on Columbus, and Girard up 20-12 at halftime on Galena. And in the Frontier League, matchup between Tonganoxie going down to Southeast Kansas and facing Chanute. Chanute is up 28-10 against Tonganoxie at half on that one, and that was no, I don't know if it's maybe too surprising. Chanute's a really good football team. Yep. Tonganoxie played really good last week to be able to get the win, but Chanute's a really good football team and has kind of really put it to Tonganoxie in this first half. Lewisburg up big on Baldwin. That's kind of what we were expected, especially with the performance of Baldwin last week and the performance of Lewisburg last week, kind of really rolling over Paola. So Lewisburg way in control on that one, and the big surprise I think for a lot of us, and big score, and not even a halftime yet actually. 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Eudora is up 37-3 at Spring Hill. Woo. So not what the Spring Hill crowd wanted in that one at all. As Eudora is just taking it to them, and like we said, it's not even a halftime yet. No. So a couple of surprising scores there, a couple of scores that we kind of expected for sure, but definitely a couple of good games between Girard and Galena, Coffeyville, Columbus. That Chanute-Tonganoxie game, I believe that the Tonganoxie is probably going to get back into that thing with the fight that team has. But the best game I believe that we have here going on is right here in Paola between Ottawa and the Cyclones and the Panthers with Paola, just down 7 at halftime, considering the amount of mistakes that they've really made in this game. I think Coach Smith, obviously, I'm sure he's frustrated in the locker room at halftime. But to only be down 7, considering all of the mistakes, all the times you've shot yourselves in the foot, all of the drives that were stopped by dumb and stupid penalties and mistakes, only being down 7 is pretty good. Yeah, no, that's the only blessing in that first half for the Panthers. I guarantee that locker room's not a pleasant sight. Like I said, the only bright silver lining to this is you're only down 7, but you gave Ottawa 2 touchdowns, a fumble 6, a pick 6, and then you turned it over late in the first half, which that was to be expected. You're trying to make a big play late. You throw it to the inside the 10, it gets picked. So what? That's basically a wash turnover there, but it still counts as a turnover, unfortunately. But the 3 turnovers, the two that really hurt you were the scoop and score and the pick 6, and then the drive killers, the penalties. It's just colossal mistake after colossal mistake, but somehow, some way, the Panthers are only in this game down 7. For sure, the Panthers are definitely looking to hopefully get better field position here to start all their drives as well. The best field position was on that last drive with only a short amount of time left, only a little over a minute left, and so all their other drives have started inside their own 25-yard line. They started at the 20-yard line a couple times with the big kicker Wooden. He's kicked the ball out of the end zone a couple times. It's pinned the Panthers deep. Mining on that very first one, fumbled that first one, but put the ball inside the 20-yard line, and so they just have not been able to get out of their own way, especially with that starting field position, and the Cyclones are winning that battle for sure. Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, the silver line of this is you can't play any worse. Knock on wood, hopefully. If you play any worse what you did the first half, it's going to be a long second half. But I don't see that happen. I see the Panthers coming out a much sharper team, a more crisp team. No more mistakes. They're going to come out of here the second half and put it to Ottawa, and hopefully they come out of here with a win after falling behind 14-0 before you can even breathe. For sure. We'll be back to wrap up our halftime show and get started with our second half after this commercial break.
Bringing the law to your corner. That's Hartley Law Group. Attorney Jerry Hartley and her staff are dedicated to working for the results you want and to help you determine what actions you can take. specializing in criminal defense, family law, guardianship and adoption, estate planning, probate, and trust litigation. To learn more, call 913-294-4512 or visit HartleyLawGroupLLC.com. The choice of a law firm and attorney are important decisions and should not be based solely on advertisements or websites.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stowe with Paola Veterinary Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. Coming soon, a new location here in Paola in the industrial park with cattle haul-in and boarding and grooming. With 24-hour emergency services and 3 other locations in Lewisburg, Drexel, and Martin City, and a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Lewisburg is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, service, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-837-4230. Visit them at 303 South Olive in Lewisburg or go online to primeaccounting.net.
We're back one final time on our Rusty Walters halftime show. And I want to update you on a couple other scores from not Frontier League, but just around the area and some big matchups in 4A as well. Bishop Miege has a big-time matchup with St. James Academy. As St. James has beat them in the semifinals 2 years in a row, but Miege is putting it on them tonight, up 37-7 at halftime, as a big-time lead on on St. James Academy there. That interesting note on that one, that game is actually being played at St. Thomas Aquinas this evening because Miege and St. James share the same field. Miege plays, or St. James plays on Miege's field, and they're supposed to be hosting tonight, so they didn't want to host on Miege's field,
right.
So they went down to St. Thomas Aquinas and have that one. Speaking of St. Thomas Aquinas, they're up 21-7 on Blue Valley North, having a really good year this year. Not surprising probably to anybody on that one. The big-time matchup between two schools that are not separated by a whole lot of territory, Lansing and Leavenworth in a tight game. Lansing up 18-14 on Leavenworth at halftime, and so a lot of close games in the area, and really one of your closest ones here, especially in the Frontier League between the Cyclones and the Panthers, and that's going to do it for our Rusty Walters Farm Bureau Financial Halftime Show. Halftime Show is brought to you by Rusty Walters Farm Bureau Financial Services in Paola. Rusty and his team have been serving Paola and the surrounding area for more than 20 years. As your hometown agent, Farm Bureau Financial Services has the products to protect you with the service and the customer care you've come to expect. Call 913-294-2737 or stop by and see them at 11 South Pearl in Paola, Kansas. So two sides are raring and ready to go. They decided they don't even need these last couple minutes here that get put on the clock, as both sides were on the field early, ready to get stretched out. You know, even though the Cyclones had the lead, I'm sure that Coach Anderson over there is not too thrilled with their performance either. They had lots of Coach Alexander, my mistake. Not too thrilled with their performances. They had lots of opportunities. They just didn't capitalize on them.
No, exactly. They did the same thing the Panthers did without turning the ball over, of course. They didn't have any turnovers in that first half. But that 2 or 3 drives where they were moving the ball, and then it gets set back by a big penalty, and they can't recover from it. So he's Coach Alexander obviously got into his team as well at halftime. Neither coach is happy with that first half, other than the defensive coordinators for both sides. The defensive coordinators, both, especially Ottawa's defensive coordinator, getting 2 touchdowns from your defensive side early in the game. But then the Panthers to step up to the challenge, falling behind early to stop Ottawa on offense without them getting any points allowed. So other than the defensive coordinators, nobody else is happy with that first half whatsoever.
And the Panthers' defensive coordinators hopefully going to be happy after this drive as well, as the Panthers are going to start on the defensive side, as Ottawa won the toss and elected to defer to the second half. So they're going to receive this kickoff here to start our third quarter. Looks like the wind might have picked up just a little bit, swirling a little bit here in our, but still a just gorgeous, fantastically gorgeous evening in September. Nothing better and no better place to be than watching some Panther football, either here live at the stadium or joining us on YouTube Live, with Paola Sports Live. So,
and we appreciate every one of you that are watching this live stream right now. It's you guys that keep this place
Warden
going.
back to kick for the Panthers, kicks it a little bit short, trying to avoid the deep man for sure, as he's done that twice now. Looks like a wall of Panthers there to take down the Ottawa receiver. It's going to put the ball at the Ottawa 30-yard line to start this drive for the Cyclones.
Good short kick by the Panthers and good kick coverage there. Not really letting Ottawa break it open there. Just a minuscule 10-yard return. And it sets up the Ottawa 1st and 10 at their own 30.
You could tell that the coaches were definitely on film, knew that their deep guy was a threat, so they're going to kick it short to their two side returners and live with it from there. So Ottawa breaks the huddle in that heavy formation in the backfield again. Two backs behind him, one deep back as well, receiver at the bottom of your screen. Quarterback hands off to the right side to the deep back, number 28, Wooden. He takes it and he carries a host of Panther defenders on that left side for a gain of about 9 yards on first down, and exactly what the Cyclones wanted to get in front of the sticks, as they did that not very often in the first half.
No, not at all. And for a big guy like that, you're going to have to get him low early. You can't hit him up high. He'll just steamroll you, and that's what happened there. A nice 9-yard pickup on first down.
So the Panthers are back on defense here. The Vink back under center for the Cyclones. Hands off back to the D-back. Number 32, and he's hit in the backfield. Looks like number 75 with the big hit, Wade Inman. And he met the running back, 32, Dante Silvey, in the backfield for a gain of nothing, almost a loss. I think he was able to barely get back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to bring up the 3rd and short for the Panthers, and just a fantastic play on the inside.
Yeah, tremendous play on the inside. Getting into the backfield of the Cyclones, limited that to no gain. It's still 3rd and very short, but now it's much more harder for the Cyclone offense.
Heavy backfield. Again, one receiver at the top of your screen. Just takes it and hands off to the big running back, Wooden, and he gains about 7 yards on 3rd and short. It's going to give the Cyclones a first down, and really, I don't. It's hard to draw up anything better than that than to just give it to the big running back, number 28, Wooden.
Yeah, he's certainly their best player, and when he gets rolling, he keeps going. The Panthers are going to have to find a way to stop him in the hole and tackle low and not try to get up high, because he'll just steamroll you. So Panthers are up against it here as Ottawa's starting to move the ball for the first time in the second half.
Zayton Vink back under center again, same formation. Actually, receiver at the bottom of your screen now. Two running backs, running back deep as well. Vink takes the snap, hands off to the deep back, number 32. 32 is he's stuffed. Looked like he was going to break through the first tackle, but Landon Taylor came and finished that one.
A tremendous play by Landon Taylor, stopping the running back Sylvie in the hole and limited to a 1-yard gain. Now it's 2nd down and 9. This is not the down and distance Ottawa wants to be in.
Big time play there by the first guy, one of the linebackers, to stop that play, and then Landon Taylor to come and finish that. As it looks like they're bringing back their spread formation. Oh, maybe not. Looked like they brought some new receivers into the game, but just a new back, number 20 in, deep back, Javion Shepard for Ottawa. Takes the handoff, goes to Shepard on the left side. Oh, ball goes out. Ball's on the ground. Panthers pick it up on the right side. And exactly what the Panthers are going and wanted for.
Scrum over there on the far side. Big break for the Panthers. First turnover of the night for the Cyclones.
Big time play on the outside. I don't know exactly who caused that fumble, but that's exactly what the doctor ordered for the Panthers. And for sure the best field position that the Panthers have had this evening, starting in opponent's territory at the 38-yard line of the Cyclones.
Brody Stewart's the one that came up with the fumble recovery. The Panthers are in Cyclone territory, down 7 at the Ottawa 38.
It looked like Shepard was going to slip that first tackle, kind of got spun around a little bit, lost his orientation, dropped the ball, and the Panthers were able to pick that thing up. Looked like they might have an opportunity to take it back, but they fell on it and was able to push and gain some more yardage. But first and 10 here for the Panthers from the 38-yard line. Heavy formation to the left side. Handoff to the deep back.
Not much.
Not much on first down. Looks like a gain of about 1.5, maybe 2.
Just the penetration for Ottawa for most of this game on the defensive front has been better than the surge by the Panther offensive line.
One of the backside D tackles came up and made that play with the heavy line formation on that one. Panthers go back to regular formation.
Second down and 8.
Osborne back, getting ready to get under center here, checking his wristband. The hard count, takes a snap, and a reverse on the outside. Charles Zeller looked like he had a huge hole.
Got away.
Oh, he got a hole away from the defender, and I'm not sure how that happened. Looked like he was going to be cut short of a gain of about 2 yards, but ended up slingshotting himself forward for a gain of about 7. Gain of 8 on second down, and that's going to make this third and manageable as the Panthers hurry up, and this is probably going to be a, quarterback sneak right up the middle, and Osborne has enough for the first down. So Panthers definitely know what to do on that short yardage third down.
That was a nifty little play call on that second down play, and it looked like number 74, Derek Gomez, had the Panthers stop for a short game, but he's able to break it free, make it third and short, and the Panthers sneak it for the first down on the ensuing play.
The official takes a little bit of time out there. It looks like there might have been some equipment issues on one side or the other for one of the teams. Osborne back under center here, receiver at the top and the bottom of your screen, Younger deep. Not as the D-back. He's actually close, 3 yards behind Osborne under center. 2 wing backs, Zeller and Taylor. Osborne back under center. Takes a snap, hands off to Younger on the right side, and is a big hole on the right side. Big gain for Younger on the outside. Gain of about 15 yards. Longer than 15 yards, about 17 yards on first down. Going to bring the Panthers a first down and bring the ball inside the 10-yard line.
17-yard gain for Younger on that run. First and goal, Panthers at the 8.
Big-time punch on the right side. Offensive line able to get a huge push over there. The guard and the tackle work in tandem to just have a wide-open seat for Younger. He broke off a tackle, broke to the right, able to scooch forward for 17. On the Cyclone 9-yard line, handoff again to Younger right up the middle. And he is stopped short by a host of Cyclones.
And
about
driven back.
4 guys. Looks like he did get at least past the line. Gain of maybe 1 yard on first down. So it's going to be second and about 7.
Yeah, not much there that time. Ottawa plugged that hole early, and Younger wasn't able to get any traction, and minimal gain at best on that one.
Second and goal from about the 8-yard line for the Panthers. Back under center again, receiver at the top of your screen. Younger and Zeller in the backfield. Younger and Taylor in the backfield. Takes a snap, goes to the deep back to Taylor, punches to the left side. Going to be a gain of about 4 yards on second down.
This is a big play right here, a third and goal at the 5. That's definitely 4-down territory down here. The Panthers got 2 plays to get 5 yards. It's going to be tough to do. Well, it's such a condensed field, but the Panthers can certainly do it.
Third and goal for the 5 from the Panthers, and this is definitely 2-down territory. Coach Smith is telling them to tighten up the jock straps. We're getting this thing in.
That's right. Do or die.
Osborne looking over to the sideline, looking for the call from Coach. 6:07 left here in our second quarters. It's been a quick one so far. Everything on the ground. Osborne back under center. Pitch to the outside. Landon Taylor goes, and he bounces in for a Panthers touchdown. Landon Taylor, pitch on the left side. Younger is the lead blocker, and that's going to bring the Panthers within 1 point here with 5:22 left, 5:55 left in our third quarter.
Great job by the left side of the Panther offensive line. Got into the second level. Landon Taylor was able to walk in, and now an extra point away from tying this game after being down 14-0 before you could even blink.
Big-time fireworks for the Panthers, and sneaks that one in, and then you have a tie ball game, folks. Brand new ball game on this gorgeous evening here in Paola, Kansas, and just a picturesque drive for the Panthers. Is their only third downs was the 3rd and short, which they snuck and got by about 3 yards, and then that 3rd and 5 with that huge push on the left side. Younger's the lead blocker, and then Taylor able to sneak in.
Panthers did a great job. They forced the turnover, and then they capitalized on it by getting in the end zone, tying this game. Just under 6 minutes to play in this third quarter. It's a brand new ball game. All Money Mo now is on the home side. The Panthers just need to keep that momentum and take it to Ottawa, not let Ottawa get any momentum back. But it's looking good right now for the Panthers.
All Money Mo is definitely on the Panthers' side as Cyclones are licking their wounds, licking their chops a little bit as they kind of got punched back in the mouth here by the Panthers to start this third quarter. Not what Coach Alexander wanted out of halftime, as Panthers tie this thing up, making a new ball game, and we're in for a fantastic last 20 minutes of this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, money mo on the Panthers side right now. Just need to keep your foot on the gas. Don't let up and take it to Ottawa.
Warden back to kick again. See if he tries to pin this thing short again. Does kick it short, a little bouncer, and the ball's on the ground. Wooden's got to go back and get that. Need a missed tackle on the left side, and there's a lot of room for Wooden. Needs a tackle by the kicker. Huge tackle by Warden on the outside. And my mistake was not Wooden on that. It was number 20 on the carry, Javion Shepard, and he had a load of room on this left side after that ball was bounced, and he had no hurry to go pick that thing up. And by the time he did, a couple Panthers missed him, and he had the right sideline able to run up to the 39-yard line.
Tremendous kick by the kicker there for the Panthers. It looked like it was going to pin Ottawa back deep, but 2 or 3 missed tackles, and now Ottawa has the ball near the 40.
Ottawa decided the heavy formation wasn't it. Vink back in the spread formation. Wooden beside him. Takes the handoff, keeps the ball. Vink, and he's tackled in the backfield by big number 57 for the Panthers, Cale Murdoch. He just zoomed right in there, was not fooled at all by the fake to Wooden, and tackled Vink for a maybe not a loss. It looked like it might have been a loss, but I think he fell forward to just get past the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be a second and a long 9.
Ball came out there late, but he was down as Taylor recovered the fumble, but it was down by contact.
Murdoch is not the biggest guy as a D tackle in there, but he is playing strong inside.
Trips left.
Vink back here, rolls out to his left, looking for those trips, looking for the wheel route deep, has the wheel route deep, underthrows the ball, and a great breakup on the outside as Wooden was running a wheel route from the backfield, had him open, underthrew him, and Charles Zeller breaks that play up.
That's the second time that the Cyclones had a deep man beaten on the far sideline, but Vink underthrew it once again, and Troutman was able to recover and knock that ball away. Now it's a big 3rd and 9 for both sides right here.
I think the biggest thing that caused Vink to underthrow that is rolling out to your left, not natural for a right-handed quarterback. Yep. And so he had to get his hips turned around and was not able to get enough on that ball. Big-time breakup by Charles Zeller from the pistol. Handoff to, actually no handoff, fake handoff. He's got a host of people to choose from, but he didn't choose any of them. And a big-time hit on the outside. Number 20 for the Panthers, Cooper Stanchfield was running him down, and then a big hit from one of the outside corners as well. Looks like number 3, Dylan Wagerman, came up to finish that one.
Panther defense does their job. They get a 3 and out. They're going to get the ball back to their offense.
Big time plays by the Panther defense there. Interesting decision by Vink, as it looked like he had a couple wide receivers open short, but maybe he's a little scared on those underthrows. So great stop by the Panthers as they're in safe formation again. Short punt. Getting away from that, that's a Peter.
Fire, red, Peter, whatever it
Whatever
is.
you can yell to get somebody's attention to get underneath it. So the Panthers are going to take over at their own 24-yard line, 23-yard line.
Picture perfect start to this second half for the Panthers. They get a turnover on the first series of downs in the first drive. They go and score off the turnover, and now they just get a 3 and out on the defense. And now the Panthers, for the first time tonight, have a chance to take the lead.
Opportunity to take the lead from the first drive, obviously. Had the opportunity on the first drive, but did not capitalize. So let's hope the Panthers can capitalize there. The ground game's definitely what's been working, been able to really grind both sides. It started out on the right side, and looks like they start out heavy here on the left side of the line. Osborne under center, pitch to the deep back, Younger
got
deep.
A hole here.
He's got a hole here on the left side, but I think this one's going to come back. Stiff arms the defender, breaks open into the field, shoves a Cyclone defender, but I think it's going to be a holding penalty back here on this one.
Sure is. A flag sitting there at the 25-yard line. That's all. Probably going to be a hold on the end out here.
Really
able to spring Younger.
Really frustrating, because I think that was actually a hold on the back side of that play. I don't think it was actually on the near side where that pitch was. So not sure if it was anybody that would actually have affected the play, but
just killer penalties once again.
But a great run by Younger, and he ran angry there as he ran over a couple defenders for the Cyclones as well on his way to a big gain. So if I'm the Panthers, I'm looking to get Younger the ball again. He looks fired up. He's ready to go.
Absolutely. So 10 yards from the spot, 1st and 18 now, back inside your own 20. About 30 yards of field position once again.
Panthers in the I formation. Younger is the fullback, and Taylor is the deep back. Curley here on their outside receiver. Actually, Zeller here is your outside receiver. Their numbers get so squished up, they're hard to read in these Friday night lights. They look beautiful, but they are hard to read as an announcer.
Absolutely.
In the I formation. Offset I. Fakes it. Has the receiver deep, and Curley dropped the pass. It was a little behind him. If Osborne was able to lead him, Curley could have ran to the next county. He probably could have ran to Johnson County, maybe to Spring Hill and to Olathe, but
actually, I think that throw was right where it needed to be. It looked like the defender was in front of the receiver there, and the ball was thrown behind Curley. He was able to adjust, back shoulder throw. He just dropped it. Unfortunate break there for the Panthers.
Good play call by Coach Smith. It just was not able to be executed by the Panthers, so it's going to bring 2nd and long here with 3:43 left in this third quarter. This third quarter has just flown by.
Got to go. Down to 5 on the play clock.
4, 3 on the play, 2 on the play clock. They're not going to get this one off.
That's a delay game.
Delay game on the offense, and so that's going to bring them another 5 yards back. And that's not what the doctor ordered there. And Coach Smith, as he throws his play sheet.
Yeah, he's livid with that. Just pre-snap penalties. Those are the ones that kill the most. Now it's 2nd and 23 at your own 10.
2nd and 23 from your own 10. There's not plays in the playbook for this one. Handoff on the outside. Able to strip a couple tackles by the wingback. And a late shove there at the end on Landon Taylor. Picks up a gain of about 5, 6 maybe.
You got about 6 on that, but now it's
6 yards. So now it's 3rd and still a mile.
It's 3rd and about 16. Not much in the playbook here. Just got to hope and pray if you get a penalty or you can somehow spring a big play. Otherwise, it's going to be a 3 and out for the Panther offense.
3rd and 16 here for the Panthers. Bringing in a couple wide receivers. 2 at the top of your screen. Twins at the top of your screen. Younger in the backfield. Taylor and I think Zeller or Curley up there. Pitch to the outside. Younger on the right side. Is not able to get the edge sealed and is brought down for a gain of about 2 on 3rd and very long.
Tremendous play over there by the linebacker, number 41, Keegan Reamer. Was able to get Younger before he can get the corner because he had a full head of steam going, but he able to undercut and get Younger down at the legs and force this 3 and out. And now Ottawa's going to have great field position after this punt.
Taylor back to punt for the Panthers. Number 4, Nate Sims back for the Cyclones.
Penalties. They are killer.
Younger had a huge run on that, taken away again. Landon Taylor with his rugby-style kick.
Good kick.
Right to him that time. Almost fumbled on the outside. And this is going to come back as either a block in the back or a hold. Big-time hit over there on the sideline, but it doesn't matter as it's going to be brought back. As there's been lots of penalty flags here in this third quarter.
There's been a lot of penalty flags in this game. This will put Ottawa back in their own territory, back near their own 40 after this mark-off right here.
So a good break for the Panthers is it would have been really good field position by the Cyclones. Going to push them back another 10 yards and allow them to at least start on their side of the field as the Panther defense needs to step up big again to get a stop here.
Yeah, absolutely. Panther defense needs to keep doing what they've been doing all night. Get some big stops when you need to. They have all night. They've kept Ottawa out of the end zone in terms of their offense. Just need to keep doing that and keep giving the ball back to your offense. And hopefully they can get a touchdown and give you a cushion and allow you to put your ears back and go.
Just inside their own 40-yard line here for the Cyclones. It'll be interesting to see what formation they come out of. I think the most effective they've really been has been in that heavy formation with 3 backs in the backfield, but they've come out in that spread formation a couple times as they go back to that little offset I formation. Vink back under center. Takes the snap. He fumbles the snap.
Got it
And he
back.
fell right back on. It must have bounced right back up to him as he was able to recover and still actually gain and fall forward a couple yards, a gain of about 3 on something that could have been an absolute disaster.
Boy, this has been a sloppy football game for both sides. The ball's been on the carpet a lot tonight for both teams. A couple fumbled snaps, a couple fumbles on the kickoff, a fumble that led to a touchdown. Just sloppy play for both sides tonight.
Zayton Vink gets the call from the sideline as they go back to the offset I formation with Wooden and Shepard as the deep back. Number 16, Googe, as the other fullback. Goes back to pass, fake play action. Panthers looks like they're ready for it, and they were, as I think that was actually intended for number 4, Nate Sims, but that ball was overthrown as the Panthers were not fooled there. They read their keys perfectly. Landon Taylor in coverage.
And that play was just slow to develop for Ottawa. Panthers weren't able to get full-on pressure on Vink, but just enough to rush that throw more than he wanted to. Now it's another 3rd and long for the Cyclones, about 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 here from the Cyclones' 43-yard line. With only 1:23 left here in this third quarter. This third quarter has flown by. It feels like it's only been about 15-minute long quarter.
Right.
But in the spread formation, 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen, 1 at the top, and a false start on the Cyclones. That's going to back them up to 3rd and 12 here.
Just choppy play. Just the execution has just been poorest on both sides of the ball. Both Ottawa and Paola's offenses, just poorest execution. And now it's 3rd and 12. You already were in 3rd and long. Now it's 3rd and long. 3rd and 12. Definitely not what you want as an offense.
Looking to run the ball here, keep the ball out of harm's way instead of throwing the ball. And interesting, the Wooden has not gotten a touch on this on this drive, a carry on this drive. So something to look at here for sure.
Yeah,
as they're in the spread formation again, trips to the bottom of your screen, 1 receiver at the top in the backfield, Shepard. Quarterback looking really deep, really good coverage on the outside, and it is caught. Oh my goodness. Wow, fantastic coverage on the outside by J.D. Troutman, I believe, and just a better catch by number 4, Nate Sims of the Cyclones. And that ball, for most of the day, Vink has not been on the money, but that one was right on the money. Great coverage by Troutman. He just really got beat at the end.
Clearly the best throw of the night for Vink, right on the button, right when they needed it on 3rd and 12. They get about a 45-yard pass play, and now they're in the red zone, a chance to regain the lead for the Cyclones late in the third quarter.
Not much you could do there for Troutman. It was outmanned on that one. The bigger, taller receiver back in that heavy formation, that offset I, goes right up the middle.
Not much there, maybe 3.
Not much, a gain of about 3 on this first down play. It's going to bring 2nd and 7 from the 11-yard line of the Panthers.
They actually gave him 4 on that play.
They did give him 4 on that play. So 2nd and 6 from the 11-yard line.
This should be the final play of the third quarter, barring a score or a penalty.
30 seconds and counting here left on our clock. Handoff right at the middle. And it is stuffed. Try to hand off to Wooden right at the middle, but is just annihilated in the backfield.
That was Sylvie with the carry.
Oh, you're correct. It was Sylvie.
That
just a massive tackle by Wade Inman.
That should be the final play of the third quarter. Man, we got a tie game going to the fourth.
Tie game here, and keep it here on Paola Sports Live to see what happens in our fourth quarter right after this.
Farm Bureau has been a proud supporter of the Paola Panthers for more than 20 years. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Agent Rusty Walters and his team of Alicia Shea, Maria Dirty, and Brett Fisher take pride in the relationships they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, contact Rusty, Alicia, Maria, or Brett at 913-294-2737.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
We're back on Paola Sports Live with a big-time opportunity for the Cyclones, big-time opportunity for the Panthers to make something happen and get your 4s up, as it is the start of our 4th quarter here. And we're in for a great 4th quarter between 2 teams that are tied. Matchup here in our Frontier League, and a game that's been back and forth the entire evening. Cyclones back under center, and looks like there's going to be
an offside on the Panthers.
Encroachment penalty, offsides on the Panthers, as the first time this evening that Vink has gone to that hard count, and he draws the Panthers off sides.
Instead of a 3rd and 7, is 3rd and 1 now after that costly penalty, and we know who's going to get the ball now on this 3rd and short.
3rd and 1, looking for Wooden. The Panthers were able to stop Wooden really short on that last touch. So we will see. It's definitely going to be 4-down territory for the Cyclones here, as they are inside their own 10-yard line at the 5-yard line.
Just colossal mistakes late in the game.
Can happen. Heavy I formation for the Cyclones. Hands off to the fullback. He is stuffed right at the line, but it's going to be enough for a first down by the Cyclones.
That was Wooden. Right off left tackle. Needed 1, he got 2. 1st and goal for the Cyclones at the 4.
1st and goal from the 4 for the Cyclones. Big opportunity to gain back the momentum in this game, as it's been back and forth. Panthers need to bow up and get a stop here.
Panthers are up against it, just 4 yards to play with in a tie game early in the 4th. Got to find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
Cyclones in their heavy I formation. Handoff to the deep back, and he is stopped short. A little bit of shove there at the end. It looks like it's going to be down at about the 1-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 1.
Now the Panthers are really up against it. 2nd and goal at the 1. Wooden's been the workhorse in these situations. Panthers really need to pack that box and stuff Wooden as soon as he gets it.
The Dayton Sylvie got that as the deep back on that one. So 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line for the Panthers. Need something big to happen here. A turnover would be fantastic, and I'm sure the Panther sideline would go wild for that. Under center, it's going to be a quarterback sneak, and he is in the end zone for a touchdown for the Cyclones, and they're going to regain the lead and make this a 20-14 ball game. Still lots of time left with 10:53 here in our 4th quarter, but not the way that the Panthers wanted that drive to go.
No, not at all. You had all the momentum. You were in a tie game, and then Ottawa bows their neck and goes straight down the field. A big-time pass on 3rd and 9, about 40 yards, set up this score, and Ottawa takes advantage of it, back in the lead once again.
Wooden back to kick for the PAT for the Cyclones. Kicks it.
Missed it
to the left, actually. Pushed that one to the left, so we'll see if that one comes back. Gain a little momentum back for the Panthers, as Wooden's been really good in the kicking game so far. So it is just a 20-14 lead by the Cyclones, and we're in for one heck of a finish here on this gorgeous evening in Paola, Kansas at Panther Stadium.
Yeah, absolutely, and that every point matters, and especially in tight games like this. That point could be the difference in the game if the Panthers are able to go down and score, and they could win by 1. With the way their offense goes, these long, sustained drives, if they can chew some time up, score, and make their extra point, it puts the pressure on Ottawa. So that extra point is costly for the Cyclones.
Recap that drive a little bit as the Cyclones started inside their own 40-yard line, got a couple plays, really shot themselves in the foot a couple times, and then had a long completed pass to number 4, Nate Sims, on the sideline. Great coverage by J.D. Troutman, but Sims was just the bigger, taller receiver and was able to go up and get that ball. Not much Troutman could do on that one.
And no. Like I said, he was there right on his hip.
That's set the Cyclones up inside their own 20, able to punch it in with a couple of runs, and that brings our score to 20-14 this evening. Is The Cyclones get ready to kick off here. Get ready to kick off deep to Xander Meinig.
See if Meinig can actually hang on to the ball. He's fumbled it twice in this game.
Biggest thing, he gets his feet ahead of his hands on the catch.
Short kick.
Short kick. Meinig has to go up and get that. Bouncing kick, catches it at the 15-yard line. Stopped on the outside. Missed tackle.
Flag down.
Couple missed tackles.
Might get a face mask here.
Got a couple penalties there.
If this is on Ottawa, that's a break for the Panthers.
This would be a big break. Is a big high bouncing catch on that, and Meinig just not able to get enough room to be able to run. Did break a couple tackles, but didn't gain much yardage.
It's going to be a block in the back,
It's
actually.
Be a block in the back on the Panthers, so that's going to drive them deep back into their own territory. And kind of the story of that first half, again, was that poor field position starting for the Panthers, and it's going to start inside their own 15-yard line, inside about the 12-yard line. So long way to go. 88 yards here for the Panthers. Plenty of time to do it.
Yep.
But definitely need a long, sustained drive here. And really the key is just to not shoot themselves in the foot. No penalties.
Absolutely.
Not turn the ball over, keeping care of the ball, and making sure that they do what they need to do to get this ball punched in heavy formation here for the Panthers.
Looked like a false start on the running back.
And nothing on the left side.
I think the Panthers got away with it. Looked like the running back.
As Landon Taylor takes the carry to the left side, but nothing going at all there. Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yet no gain on that.
No gain on that. 2nd and 10 from the 12. So nothing going on that one. Change the formation up a little bit. 2 wing backs, receivers at the top and the bottom of your screen. Younger behind Osborne. Looking at their wristbands. The cheerleaders are trying to get the crowd ready and roaring here. Osborne takes a snap. Hands off to Younger. Bounces off a couple tackles.
Flag comes in.
A late flag comes in. Looks like I'm not exactly sure what this one is on that right side, as my stanchion kind of blocked my view of that one.
This might be against the Panthers.
A really late flag, so.
Or is it going to be a face mask?
That one will be interesting to see what is going on. White Hat trying to make sure of what it is as well.
Face mask against the Cyclones.
Face
Big
mask
break
on the Cyclones. That's a huge break for the Panthers, as that's going to allow them to get some yardage back here.
Yeah, you would have been in 3rd and 10 at best, and now you get a free set of downs up near the 25-yard line and get you out of jail. Panthers have the room now. New set of downs.
Big-time opportunity, not pinned against your own end zone as well. You don't want to make a mistake there. So that moves the ball inside the 30-yard line to the 27. So 1st and 10 for the 27 for the Panthers. 9:52 left in our 4th quarter in our ball game. Osborne back under center. Younger behind him. Taylor as the deep back. Takes the handoff right up the middle. Breaks the tackle right at the line. Actually, Zeller is the back.
Really nice run by Charles Zeller. Got about 5, maybe 6. Spun off a tackle. Got an extra couple yards. Big gain on 1st down, 2nd and 4.
Big gain of 6 to keep in front of the sticks as well. He was stopped initially at the line, spun off a tackler, and able to dive forward and gain 6 on that 1st down. Huge play on 1st down. Brings it to a 2nd and 4, 2nd and short.
That's exactly what the Panthers need to do. Get 4 or 5 yards at a time and wear the Cyclone defense out.
Stay ahead of schedule. Osborne under center takes the snap. Hands off deep again to the deep back. Breaks off to the right side, and Zeller has lots of room on the right side. Breaks across the 50 inside the Cyclone territory to the 47-yard line of the Cyclones. And a big-time run on the right side by Charlie Zeller.
And there was no penalties on that. Big-time blocking by the right tackle over here. Inman spread that play for Zeller. Panthers in Ottawa territory, down just 6.
Panthers have a little bit of life here again as they were able to have the mistake by the Cyclones.
That's it. Those penalties have been key tonight on both sides. Just colossal penalties at the wrong time has bitten both teams. Hopefully that one hurts.
Panthers in their own version of the offset eye here. Formation, handoff to the deep back, Landon Taylor. Taylor's carried forward. He keeps gaining more yardage, keeps those feet going.
Run.
Great run by Landon Taylor as he stopped at about 3 yards, but the big lineman just kept shoving him, and he kept those feet rolling. Going to be a gain of 8 yards on 1st down.
He drugged that pile for about 5 extra yards and made it an 8-yard gain on first down.
Big time push by the offensive lineman as well, able to keep those Ottawa defenders on their heels. So in that offset I formation, Taylor, the deep back, Younger and Zeller are the 2 up backs. Osborne back under center, takes a snap, hands off again to Taylor, and he is suplexed by number 16, Googe, in the backfield.
He's been there all night. Googe has made the big plays when they needed to. No gain on that play. Missed Googe's block. Allowed him to make that tackle. Now it's 3rd and 2.
Big-time linebacker able to scoot in there and make that tackle right at the line. It was almost a disaster for the Panthers as well, as Taylor did not quite get that handoff the way he wanted it, but was able to secure the ball. So they're still 3rd and short for the Panthers in our offset I formation. Handoff again to the back. Taylor is going to be able to scoot forward enough for a first down. Keeps those legs churning again. Picks up an extra 3 yards.
Late penalty
and a
flag.
late penalty flag.
It's going to be on the Panthers the way Ottawa's celebrating.
Looks like Ottawa thinks it is going to be on the Panthers.
And the Panther coaches aren't happy about it either.
Should've
Here
been
next
a
to us.
First down before that.
Question is it a dead ball foul or is it during the play? If it's during the play, it's going to be 3rd down still.
Interesting big-time call here for the Panthers and for this ball game, really, with 7:39 remaining. It is going to be a personal foul on the Panthers. So
wow,
they did, I think, pick up the first down.
No, it's not. It was
they called it during the play, not dead ball. So that brings them back, and it's going to be 3rd and long, 3rd and 12.
Wow,
for the Panthers, and just
the mistakes, the poor execution.
Mistakes, shooting themselves in the foot continuously over and over and over. As the Panthers go into a new formation here, 2 wingbacks, actually 1 wingback, tight end, near side, 2 receivers on the left, on the far side. Younger in the backfield as well as Charlie Zeller. 9 on the play clock, and they're going to have to burn a timeout. Not the opportunity, not the place you want to burn that timeout, as it could be big as the Ottawa sideline, and the Ottawa looks like a lot of highlighters over there for the Ottawa student section, the Cyclones. Big-time student section traveled over from Ottawa. It's just a short little trip, but dressed up in their safety vests.
It looks like some Walmart vests or construction type vests over there.
Exactly, construction vests over there. A bunch of highlighters. They might be going to clean up the highway after this, but
come on, man.
But no, it's a great student section turnout by from the Ottawa student section over there. Great as well for the Paola student section. It looks like it's a country or western night, something like that, as they are riding the roller coaster down here. Not sure who's in charge, but maybe they're all in charge. Is what it looks like.
There's never one person in charge of that.
A group effort, but big play here for the Panthers. Obviously not necessarily looking to get all of it back in one play. It'll be interesting to see what happens if they're not able to pick up this first down on 3rd and see how much yardage they get, because there's definitely a potential opportunity to pin them deep as well with the punt if they're not able to pick up enough yardage. But if they cut this in half, I could see them probably going for this.
Absolutely.
For sure.
You're going to have to get at least half for me to go for it on 4th down. If you don't get any more than half, you've got to punt the football away and hope the defense gives the ball back for you.
We'll see if Coach Smith wants to be Brendan Staley from last year or Brendan Staley from this year for the Chargers and make that decision. But Osborne back under center, 2 receivers at the top of your screen, tight end at the bottom, 2 backs in the backfield. And looks like
we're going to get a false start.
Oh, nope. Equipment had some jewelry out by the tight end number 7 for the Panthers. So they're just going to replay that. That was hanging out. You see it all over the NFL, jewelry hanging all over the place, but safety's the main concern here in high school. Same formation again. Osborne under center, takes a snap, fakes to the deep back, looking outside. He's got some room to run on the outside, but he is chased down by some Ottawa defenders, and it's going to be a gain of about 4.
Yeah, you're going to
bring up 4th and 9. Interesting decision here by Coach Smith.
You're going to have to punt this football away, in my personal opinion. Down under 7 minutes. Well, it's 2
timeouts. Looks like they are going to go for this. I'm sure Coach Smith has his best 4th down play ready to roll. Ottawa a little bit confused. Looking at the play here, 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen, 2 wingbacks as well, trying to get the play call in. 13 seconds left. Plenty of time for Osborne to get under center. So 3 trips really here to the bottom of your screen, looking back to pass, wide open. Nice little touch by Younger. He makes the catch.
The first down.
I don't know if he has enough.
Yes, he does.
It's going to be
He's
right
got it
at the line.
He's got it by a yard.
Looks
first
like he
down,
did
Panthers.
get right
And
at the sticks.
they're going to get roughing the passer back here as well. On top of that, as Jet Osborne's helmet came off. First down, Panthers deep in Ottawa territory.
Big time throw and catch there by Osborne as he had a couple Ottawa defenders right in his face when he made that throw. And even without the penalty, they had the first down, I believe.
Going to add it on to the end of the play. The Panthers are going to be deep in Ottawa territory inside the 25-yard line. What a throw.
Huge play by your Paola Panthers and a first down. Going to be really deep inside the opponent's territory now. Great catch and throw and catch by the Panthers and Jet Osborne.
Jet Osborne taking the hit on the pass, was able to get it for 13 yards plus 15 on top of it. Panthers outside the red zone, down 6 with 6:28 to play.
And I believe that was Jace Curley on the reception on that one. Came up big there. Going back here, more confusion by the Panthers. Not exactly sure what they want to do. Plenty of time on the play clock. Lots of guys coming in and out. Younger, I did see, came out of the formation. So offset I formation.
Now
trying to look at their plays here.
You got
Osborne under
up.
center, got to hurry. Offset I. Osborne under center. Deep back is Zeller. Zeller takes the snap and goes forward for a gain of 6 as he keeps pushing those legs.
Tremendous gain on first down by Zeller. Gain of 6 to the 15 inside the red zone. Under 6 to play.
In the red zone for the Panthers, and definitely needing to punch this thing in, but also take as much time as they can off this clock. Right now the main goal, Taylor on the outside. Breaks
down
free
at the 10.
and is able to get a first down. There is a penalty flag on the field. Looks like it could be in the area of holding. This one will be an interesting and a big call again. Chop block on the Panthers and cannot
15 yards.
do that.
That's 15 yards. Just shooting themselves in the foot with big-time penalties. Had a first and goal at the 10. Now you're backed up 2nd and 11 at the 22.
2nd and 11. Do get to replay that second down at least. So 2nd and 11. Lots of time left. Lots of plays left to get these 11 yards back to get a first down in that offset I formation. Taylor's the deep back. Zeller also in the backfield. Handoff, actually fakes the handoff. Boots off to the left side. Has a little bit of running room. And he's going to pick up about half of it again. Good run on the outside by Jet Osborne.
Good naked bootleg action. Unfortunately, there was no receiver over there, so he had to run it. But a nice gain on 2nd and 11. Now it's 3rd and about 6.5.
3rd and 6 here for the Panthers. Opportunity to get it in 2 chunks. Don't need it all in one.
4 down territory, no doubt about it.
3rd and a long 6. Handoff to big handoff and a huge hit. Taylor brought the hammer on that one. And there was a defender right there, and Taylor said, no, you are not stopping me.
Gets inside the 10. It's 1st and goal for the Panthers at the 9.
Just the way you wanted to draw up this drive for the Panthers. Just need to punch it in now just inside the 10-yard line at the 9. No opportunity for another first down, but they need to get it in these 4 plays. Handoff again back to Taylor. Taylor cuts forward, gets a gain of about 4. Going to bring it, actually, a gain of about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So really good gain on first down as Taylor's got a head of steam in front of him and is just plowing dudes over. 2nd and 4 in the hurry back up to the line of scrimmage. Handoff again to Taylor. Why not the hop back? But he is stuffed in the backfield. Looks like it's going to be a loss of 1.
Yeah, big number 74, Derek Gomez, blew that up for the Cyclones. And now it's 3rd and goal for the Panthers, just inside the 5-yard line, right at the 5.
3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. 4:08 left.
And timeout has been called by the Panthers.
Interesting timeout by the Panthers there as they want to make sure they get this play call right as we're staying right here with this action.
Woo!
It's been an eventful drive for the Panthers. Shot themselves in the foot a couple times. It's been a heck of a long drive as well.
Boy, this has been an eventful drive. Costly penalties by both teams. You had the face mask penalty on Ottawa. You had the roughing the passer penalty by Ottawa. You had the chop block by the Panthers, a costly holding by the Panthers, and now it comes down to 2 plays. You got 3rd and goal at the 5, down 6 with 4 minutes left. This is where the good teams win games.
And Coach Smith is banking on the Panthers putting this in, as they've taken 2 timeouts already. One left here in the game with 4:05 left.
Yeah, with 1 timeout left, like you said, with 4 minutes left, you have to get this ball in the end zone. It's going to be tough to get the ball back with just 1 timeout against that stout Ottawa offense.
Coach's 2 best plays here is what they're looking for. Ottawa hyped up on their sideline. The Panthers have excitement, but a little bit of nerves here as Younger is on the sideline again. He's been on the sideline for a couple plays now. Interesting is
he's
been one of their short down backs, maybe looking for a little bit more girth there in the middle. Offset I formation. Handoff pitch outside to Taylor. Taylor's got an opening. Touchdown! Taylor's in.
No, he's down at the 1.
Just down at the 1 yard line. Got a knee down, I think, right at the 1 yard line.
Oh boy!
And it's all going to be right here, folks.
Man against man right here. 4th and goal at the 1. Who wants it more?
4th and 1
here
for the Panthers. 3:43 left in this half.
You've got to get this ball in the end zone.
Taylor's the lone back, and I think
Ottawa.
Ottawa decided to take their timeout. I think Coach Smith was getting ready to take his last timeout as well, as this is the game. This is the play for the game for the Panthers.
Can you get any closer than this right here? Down 6. You're down to your last play potentially. 4th and goal.
Inside the 1 yard line.
I would just quarterback sneak it right here. If it was me, I'd give the ball to my quarterback and just dive over the pile. All you got to do is break the plane here. All you got to do is break the plane.
I'm sure Coach Alexander on Ottawa is coaching their side up to expect the same thing. So I would actually expect him to go somewhere different here than the quarterback sneak with Osborne and his size a little bit. I think they're maybe looking to get Landon Taylor on the outside.
Naked boot or something. It's going to be interesting to see what Coach Smith draws up here.
Whatever they do, they've got to win up front in the trenches to be able to and not have any penalties.
Can't have any penalties.
That's the key here. No holding, no nothing like that. You just go beat your guy right here. 1 play for an opportunity to win this game or opportunity to take a lead in this game.
You got to
Coaches beside us say he's got to get in there. I think you're talking about the tight end, big number 88 for the Panthers. He wasn't in, Samuel Johnson. I would assume they're probably going to quick hurry up, get to the huddle, and get to the line and get ready to snap this thing. Osborne under center. Takes it, hands off right up the middle.
Touchdown!
Touchdown! He got in! He got in! He got in!
Clayton Younger!
Touchdown, Panthers!
Clayton Younger dives it in from a halfback dive. The Panthers an extra point away from taking their first lead tonight.
And Clayton Younger looks like he was dealing maybe with some cramps or something, but he fended those off to push the ball in and score and even this ball game up for the Panthers with an opportunity to take the lead with 3:32 remaining.
Nerves for the young kicker.
He nails it. And it is good. The Panthers take the lead, 21-20, 3:32 left. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Woo!
Wow, what a drive by the Panthers.
Tremendous drive by the Panthers. Had 4th and goal at the 1. Mano, man against man. The Panthers won that battle, but they have not won the war yet. Remember, Ottawa has a very good kicker, so they don't need to get it in the end zone here. The Panthers defense needs to be sharp.
Panthers defense needs to be sharp, just like you said, and the offense just did everything they needed to there. Definitely some clinching moments as have made things a little tight. A couple big 4th down pickups.
Doesn't this feel like a playoff game right now?
This is Frontier League action for sure, and the Panthers this has not been their best night. You can tell
Absolutely
for sure this has not been the Panthers' best night. Lots of mistakes, lots of penalties for this young Panthers team, but they've fought through it and they have the lead here deep, and so the key to the kickoff here is just to not let any big gains happen.
Exactly. You got to form tackle. You got to stay in your lane, get to the running back. Do not let him get free.
Ottawa's got 2 timeouts left. The Panthers have 1 with 3:32 left.
Short kick.
Short kick. That one's going to be caught by the upback. He is tackled right there. And the Cyclones are going to have really good starting field position inside the 30-yard line. Looks like the 37, 38-yard line. And so,
the Panther defense really has to be good here with Wooden's leg. Ottawa probably only needs about 40 yards here to have a realistic field goal chance to win the game. So the Panther defense has to be sound. You cannot get beat deep.
And 2 timeouts left as well for Ottawa, so they're in no hurry here as they're just looking to get into that range. I'm sure they'd love a touchdown to not have to put it to that. But in the spread formation, 2 receivers at the top and the bottom of your screen, Wooden behind him. Wide receiver goes in motion, sprints out, hands off right to the middle. Big-time tackle right there in the middle. First guy there on the ground, number 57, Cale Murdoch.
And that was Wooden. That's the best penetration the defensive line has had against Wooden in this game. Limiting that one to just 3 yards, second down and 7.
Short gain of 3. They'll take 3 yards. That's fine for the Panthers, especially with Wooden run the ball. As the Cyclones have, one thing they haven't been is patient this game. When they only get a gain of 3, that's not enough for them, and so they want to go over the top, try the big play. That's when they've kind of shot themselves in the foot. So interesting to see what they do here if they go back into spread formation or in that offset eye. Back in the spread formation, 2 receivers at the top and the bottom of your screen. Wooden back in the backfield. Looking back to pass.
Too high.
Too high on that one, as there was good pressure on the outside by the linebacker, number 20, Clayton Younger, number 26. No, my mistake, number 20, Cooper Stanchfield. 3rd down opportunity for the Panthers. Obviously, it's 4 downs for the Cyclones, but this would be huge if they can make a play here.
If you notice on that play, Vink looked at one receiver and one receiver only. The Panthers key on that, they can get an interception.
Trips at the top of your screen, 1 receiver at the bottom, Wooden in the backfield, trying to get set up. The Panthers defense was not quite ready, and they've got Wooden wide open. And a miscommunication. Oh, my goodness.
Terrible pass.
Wooden was wide open, sitting in that zone, and then he decided he wanted to do his own route there, and that did not pay off. And this is a huge 4th down.
This could be the game right here
for the Panthers.
4th and 7 for the Cyclones. Panthers up by 1. Play of the game right here. You got to keen on Wooden.
We're going to keep having plays of the game, I believe, because
wherever Wooden is, find him.
Huge opportunity in the spread formation. Again, interesting to see they did not go to the formation. They've had some success with that offset eye. 5 wide. Everybody's split. Panthers late there. Quarterback looking to his left, looking really deep. Has a receiver wide open deep. Oh, my goodness. And a receiver wide open deep.
Touchdown.
Gets into the end zone, but there's a flag.
There's a flag back near the line of scrimmage.
Oh, my goodness. What is going on? This is a huge call on the for the officiating crew.
If this is on the Cyclones, it negates a 59-yard touchdown on 4th and 7.
Oh, my goodness. It's going to be on the Cyclones.
Ottawa's head coach is furious over there.
This is a penalty on the Cyclones, and
wow.
They're going to have to be careful over on the sideline. Holy smokes. Wow, what a ball, what a run and catch.
Wow, the Panthers are going to get a break.
All negated by a penalty here. Not exactly sure what that penalty is yet.
They are still talking over there, but the teams have come back.
I believe it was an illegal formation, if I had to guess.
It is.
Yep,
wow.
Illegal formation. Not enough guys on the line of scrimmage. There were too many guys off the line of scrimmage over there. And just the break that the Panthers needed. Holy cow.
What were we just talking about? You could not get beat deep. Fortunately, there was a penalty. It negates the 59-yard score. And now it's 4th and 12 for the Cyclones at their own 36.
4th and 12 for the Cyclones. That also ran some time off the clock for the Cyclones. It's very valuable.
The Panthers.
And Coach Smith is taking a timeout on this 4th down to talk about it, making sure that there's no dumb penalties on his side as well to be able to get this 1st down for the Cyclones.
Absolutely. You've got to be sound defensively. You cannot let that over the top happen. And it happened, but fortunately the penalty was there. It negated that score. Now the Panthers another chance to ice the game potentially.
And the Ottawa Cyclones sideline were just flabbergasted by that penalty.
How many times in this game? How many times in this game has there been big penalties bringing back big plays on both sides?
On both sides, yeah. A lot of yards have been wiped off. The being there on that big fourth down play by the Cyclones. So I'm sure Coach Smith is telling them, listen, I don't care if they get something underneath you, nothing over the top. The one thing we cannot have is a touchdown to end this thing. If they want to bring out Wooden to try to win it on a field goal at some point, that's fine, let them. But they cannot get beat over the top on a long touchdown.
That's it. You got to have at least 5-6 guys back at the sticks and deeper. And if they throw short, come up and tackle.
This is when the discipline sticks in. Guys are tired, getting into the fourth quarter here. A little warm this evening, not too warm, but it is warm. And so the fatigue is setting in a little bit for both sides. We'll see which side can make a play. It looks like
you can see the Panther defense, the way they're set up. They got
Panthers
3 guys in the line.
Cover 3 action.
And 8 guys from the sticks back.
8 guys in the secondary, not scared by the run.
Oh, the run's negated here. It's all about pass play here for Ottawa.
Panthers here making sure there's no dumb penalties, no roughing the pass or anything like that. Want to get pressure, want to keep them in the pocket. Don't let them run for it. And it's false start.
False start on the Cyclones.
The Cyclones.
Wow.
And that brings them back another 5 yards.
Now it's 4th and 17 for the Cyclones.
4th and 17. Wow. Just 2 huge penalties by the Cyclones. And just a really, really long, 4th and really, really long, and there's none of those plays in the playbook for sure.
No, it's just 5 verts and hope you come down with it or draw a penalty.
Definitely looking for something like that as the Cyclones break the huddle, and they're flabbergasted at this point. There was no reason to false start as they weren't bringing any pressure, nothing like that. Everybody's spread out, 3 receivers at the top, twins to the bottom.
And timeout Ottawa.
Vink back. And another timeout to Ottawa. They know that there is no point in holding on to those timeouts, as there's probably not going to be enough time left anyways to be able to come back and score here. So at least one timeout left for the Cyclones. No timeouts for the Panthers. And
boy,
I feel like it's been about 10 minutes since we've ran a play. Caleb, I think it's we're hyped up here in the press box. The stands are hyped underneath us.
Woo! Man, this has been the game of the year so far. No doubt about it.
Really good game here.
It's been sloppy, though, with I don't know how many penalties have been in this game. 20 maybe between both teams?
At least.
It's been crazy. You've had 4 turnovers in the game. You've had 2 defensive scores in the game from Ottawa. And Paola gets the go-ahead score plus the extra point, which is burning Ottawa right now. Man.
That missed extra point is the difference in the ball game by Wooden, who's been a really strong kicker, has kicked the crud out of the ball tonight, but just pushed that one left, and that is the difference in our ball game.
You got to be
2 safeties
here.
deep, twin receivers to the bottom, trips to the top.
No penalties, keep everything in front.
Vink back. They are going to bring a linebacker deep. It's going to put pressure on the quarterback. He's going to be sacked, brought down. I think he maybe got it away, they said, but incomplete pass. But the late pressure by the linebacker there. Huge play by the Panthers. And they're going to take over in their own Cyclone territory with 2:20 left.
Looks like it was Cale Murdoch that makes the big play of the game. Actually, it wasn't Cale Murdoch. It was number 67 for the Panthers. Eli Richmond gets the pressure on the quarterback. The Panthers take over on downs. Ottawa has just 1 timeout left. The Panthers have this game on ice.
Take care of the ball.
Yes.
2 hands on the ball. That is what the coaches are saying right now to this Panther squad.
That's it. 2 hands on the football. Just go down if you have to. Don't fight for extra yardage.
No extra yardage needed. Too many guys broke the huddle. Probably should have been a penalty. It's all right.
Yeah.
Takes the snap. Hands off to the deep back. Zeller in the deep back.
And that's just fine right there. You didn't get any yardage, but you're going to take some time off the clock as Ottawa has not taken their last time out
Telling them to not take the snap until there's about a second left on that play clock.
Exactly. Run that baby down as far as you can go.
It's the great thing about play clocks here at all these stadiums is you know exactly where it is. You don't have to go off of a referee's count.
You don't have to snap this till about 1:35 left on the clock.
Plenty of time sitting, making sure we've got the right play, just making sure they hold on to the ball here. That's about the only thing that can really hurt the Panthers.
Actually, I'm not sure if Ottawa has any timeouts left. I thought they had 1. I don't know if they have any.
1 left. And looking to have to get right up to the line. Take the snap.
Oh, my goodness.
A miscommunication. I don't know how the ball actually got to the back there.
Goodness.
But,
wow, that was dangerous right there. Wow.
Another 34 seconds are going to run off this play clock. Going to have to snap this with about 40 seconds on it.
Man, you don't want miscommunication now. You're up by just one. The game is in your control.
This would probably be a quarterback dive for me.
I'd take a knee. I'd take a knee. And if Ottawa has a timeout, I'd punt it. I mean, my goodness, you don't want to turn the ball over right here.
Punt into the back of the end zone. 6. They're took that thing a little bit early. Did pitch it to the outside. Good run on the outside by Landon Taylor to the right.
There's the final timeout for Ottawa with 44 seconds.
Big tackle by number 87. Their tight end and D lineman Xavier Vink.
Now you're in an area of the field though. You're at the 25. You can't really punt. I don't know how strong of a leg our kicker has. You might well just go for it, and you might get the first down. All you need is 4 yards.
What you definitely would not want is
a turnover.
A turnover. I believe that they probably just go for this. It's pinned deep. They've got no timeouts. On the field goal, you also have the opportunity of somebody coming off the edge and blocking it.
But yeah,
something like that happening. So I think Coach Smith is going to just run this ball.
That's it.
Probably get the ball to one of his lead backs, either Taylor. Younger could get a carry as well. They might just give the ball a little quarterback follow as well by the quarterback,
Jed
Osborne.
But yeah, no, 4 yards away from officially
ending this game, and a roller coaster of a game. 44 seconds left. We said that was Ottawa's last time out. If the Panthers can pick up a first down, then it will be the ball game. If not, then there's a little bit of life left for the Cyclones.
And then on that, then the Panthers will just have to play back.
Way deep, yes.
Keep everything in front.
Under center, takes a snap, pitch outside to Landon Taylor.
Didn't get it.
And he did not get it.
Ottawa has life with 39 seconds.
Life left, and with that being a fourth down, clock stops, 39 seconds left. Ottawa gets the ball back.
Just bring 3, drop 8. Keep everything to the guard the sideline and deep.
Rally to the ball.
Guard the sideline and deep. Tackle the Cyclones in the field of play. The clock will stop momentarily, though, on first downs.
Momentarily, not very long. But
this is where the clock operator's got to be on his game
here. Comes the MVP of the game here.
You can't start the clock late in these situations.
Especially for the home team.
Right.
5 wide for the Cyclones. Trips at the top, Twins at the bottom. Vink back deep as the quarterback. Takes a snap, a little bit of pressure from the looking deep, has a seam route.
Almost intercepted.
Almost picked, and the game was almost over as the safety, Landon Taylor, came over to help on that one. And a smart play to go for the ball instead of trying to go for the big hit there. So
the receiver was there for Ottawa. Number 7, Carter Mason. It was just overthrown by Vink.
Right down the seam, so that is the weak spot, especially in that too high. Looking to the sideline. 33 seconds left in our ball game. Ottawa needs a lot of yards to get back in this thing.
Need about 50.
24 yard at their own 24-yard line. 33 seconds left. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw the ball deep again. That was way overthrown. Great coverage again on the outside. Attempted receiver there is Nate Sims.
Zeller with the coverage. Great coverage by Zeller. Forced Sims to the sideline. The ball was overthrown by 5 yards, and now it's 3rd and 10 for Cyclones with 26 seconds left.
Gave Sims no opportunity to even go get that ball, and that's what you have to do. You kind of have to throw it up and hope maybe you get a pass interference, something like that, cheap penalty, but not able to even give his receiver a chance to make a play there. So it's bringing up 3rd down and 10 from the 24-yard line of the Cyclones. Again, 5 wide, trips to the top, Twins to the bottom of your screen. The Panthers sidelines trying to get their fans hyped up, ready to roll. Back deep, throws it over the top of the receiver.
That's Wooden.
Look out
over here. Be careful. Don't need no stupid cheap penalty here.
Interesting between the two, gonna yank their player off the field.
You don't want no cheap penalty there. Panthers got away with it.
Babe, I think both sides got away with it there, to be honest.
That was number 25, Vincent Jones, that nearly had a
64 for
costly penalty.
Tommy Evans for Ottawa. That was not the encounter that you're looking for between two sides deep in this ball game.
This is the ball game right here. 4th and 10 for the Cyclones.
4th and 10, last opportunity for the Cyclones. Last breath. 21.5 left in our ball game. Vink back deep with a personal protector. Rolls out to his left, looking to throw the ball. Going to be sacked again. Did get the ball out, but it didn't matter, and that's going to be a Panther victory. What a stop, what a stand, what a couple stands for the Panthers.
Panthers defense comes up huge in this game. The Panther offense was choppy at best, to say the least, but they did just enough to get out of here with a 1-point win, and that missed extra point by Wooden is the ball game. It's going to take one kneel down, and that is it.
Now, I believe that we will win. Chan is down there, and they do believe that they just won. The Panthers are one knee away from ending this ball game, and I'm sure that the Ottawa sideline is not thrilled by this one. Definitely that big penalty call on that illegal formation.
Wow.
As Osborne under center here takes the knee.
That'll do her.
That is going to be the ball game, folks. Wow, what a game between these two sides, between the Cyclones and the Panthers. But with your Panthers coming out victorious 21-20 on this gorgeous Friday evening. We'll be back to break down more of the game right after this on Paola Sports Live.
Cardinal Glass in Spring Hill is now hiring. Cardinal Glass is a great place to land, with immediate openings for production technician, starting at $19.01 with a $1 premium for evening hours. Also hiring warehouse and maintenance technicians. Cardinal Glass provides competitive wages and great benefits, including medical, dental, life, health savings, and monthly profit sharing. Call 913-592-6100. Walk-ins are welcome at their facility on North Webster Road in Spring Hill, or visit them online at cardinalcorp.com.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be working on your schoolwork.
Oh, well, it's raining, so we don't have internet.
Not anymore. I just signed us up for Go Brawley.
I hate Go Brawley. I miss satellite internet.
Go Brawley. You'll love us, but your kids might not. Call us today at 913-837-4678.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is the area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you place that faulty trimmer or mower, bring it to Hers and let their experts get you back to work. Hers also takes care of hydraulic hoses, cylinder reseal, and mechanical control cables, such as push-pull, brake, throttle, and more. Plus, they carry quality equipment like Bobcat mowers, Steiner tractors, grass trimmers, and more. Hers is even a UPS drop-off station. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net.
Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
We are back here at Panther Stadium in Paola, Kansas, and honestly need a deep breath after that one because that was one heck of a game, one heck of an ending, and the excitement that you're looking for on a Friday evening. So thanks for those that tuned in with us. Thanks for all the fans, great crowd that showed up from both sides. But just an exciting ball game, an exciting back-and-forth ball game that started with a not so great for the Panthers. They were down 14-0 again, 2 weeks in a row where they're down 2 scores to start the game, but fought back, starting to try to, I guess they're trying to be the cardiac cats a little bit here and come from behind a couple weeks in a row. This time able to stave off the Cyclones, go down again in the second half with a big Cyclone score to start that half, and the missed extra point was the difference between the two sides. That was really the difference. That was really what changed this game. Now, both coaches are going to be frustrated with their performance from the team. Obviously, a win's a win. There's no ugly. There's no U that goes beside that W in the scorebook in the standings. But both teams played sloppy to be nice about it. There were loads of penalties between both sides. There was lots of mistakes. There were turnovers from both sides. And honestly, the MVP of the game for me has got to be the Paola defense. With the way that they played throughout this entire game, only giving up 6 points.
Yeah.
With the fumble recovery, the 70-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown on the first drive, the interception return for a touchdown on that third drive. The defense only gave up those 6 points, and that was in that second half.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Panther defense played their hearts out. They got back behind early, 14-0, before the defense even took the field for this ballgame, as the offense gave up 2 touchdowns to Ottawa. Fumble 6 on the first drive of the game, and then a couple drives later, a pick 6, and you're down 14-0 before the end of the first quarter. But the defense hung in there, gave the offense a chance to win the game. They got a missed extra point, which proved to be the difference in the game. The Panthers had that long, sustained 5-6 minute drive. They made their extra point. The defense got a couple fourth down stops late in the fourth quarter. Panthers deserved this win, but credit to Ottawa on a fabulous game tonight. Ugly game because a lot of penalties on both sides, and the penalties cost Ottawa more than it did the Panthers.
Definitely penalties on both sides. Lots of things to clean up for both sides as well. But really, both sides played hard.
Yeah.
That's really what you want to see. Nobody gave up, even though Ottawa had a chance there at the end. The quarterback, Vink, was fighting till the end. Even though neither of those balls that he threw, those last couple fourth downs, were at anybody, he tried to get the ball away. He was trying to do something. Receivers were trying to do something. Ottawa really, the game-changing play for them happened. They got the play that they needed.
Yep.
Just were lined up illegally. It wasn't even anything. It was a pre-snap penalty.
And it was on 4th and 7 at that.
4th and 7.
It was a 59-yard touchdown, wiped off the board because of an illegal formation.
Huge throw and catch between the two, and it just did not go right for Ottawa. And I'm sure their coaches are going to have a hard time sleeping tonight with that one, knowing that they snatched defeat from the jaws of victory, I think, on that one for their side. But the Panthers side, with the young team, with the experience, the lack of experience coming into this year,
it's a great character-building win, to say the least.
Any way they can get it done. I know that coaches are going to have a lot of things to nitpick, but there were lots of good things in this game as well, and we'll talk more about those after this next break here in our halftime. Or our halftime. Ooh, it's been a long game, Caleb. In our post game show here on Paola Sports Live.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health, advanced healthcare, advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Lewisburg is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, service, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-837-4230. Visit them at 303 South Olive in Lewisburg or go online to primeaccounting.net.
Rain Dance Studios is the area's newest dance studio with professionally trained staff, a brand new facility, and classes for every dance and tumbling level. Rain Dance Studios is everything you never knew you needed in a dance family. With an emphasis on customer experience, exquisite dance technique, and dancer confidence, Rain is the dance studio for every aspiring dancer. Come join Spring Hill's premier dance experience and get the royal treatment. Schedule a free 2-week trial by visiting raindancestudios.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Veterinary Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. Coming soon, a new location here in Paola in the industrial park with cattle haul-in and boarding and grooming. With 24-hour emergency services and 3 other locations in Lewisburg, Drexel, and Martin City, and a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
We're back on your Paola Sports Live post-game show. We get our presenting sponsor in here, Go Brawley. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Experience a new kind of internet with Go Brawley. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit gobrawley.com. And we'll hit some score. Eudora kept on that big lead. I think they kind of called off the dogs a little bit in the second half on Spring Hill. Wound up winning that one 37-10. Chanute pulled out again against Tonganoxie. Kept the foot on the throat on that one. Won 41-17. That's the final there. Coffeyville and Columbus played a tight one. Coffeyville won that one 34-19. Lewisburg up big again on Baldwin. They were up big 28-0 at halftime. Finished that one out 41-13. So Panther fans are probably not excited to see a Lewisburg win on that one.
No.
Girard and Galena, that game, Girard won 41-20. You can watch those games on Girard Sports Live as well. If you want to go back and watch that one, you can a nice little shameless plug for that one as well. Bishop Miege just dominated St. James Academy, a team that had beat them 2 years in a row, but just annihilated them 52-14. Miege has a big game actually going across state lines next week to play Rockhurst on the Missouri side. So that'll be a good game between those sides. We'll make sure we give you updates about that one next week. Not that anybody probably wants to see Miege win. Maybe hope that Rockhurst pulls it out on that side, but we'll definitely see. Lansing and Leavenworth, I think, maybe not the game of the night because I think we had the game of the night.
Absolutely.
But the second best game of the night between the two rivals, Lansing and Leavenworth. Leavenworth did not pull that one out. Lansing won 34-26 on that one. And then St. Thomas Aquinas went to Blue Valley North, won that one 42-14. Aquinas, another monster again, just rolling through that 5A competition. And then Paola's first opponent, actually, Fort Scott, pulled out a win, their first win of the year against Butler, Missouri. Went over to Butler, Missouri, and won 21-20. So definitely a couple scores in the area. We're able to get all of the area ones to you, but definitely some that matter the most for the Panthers. So next week, Caleb, what we got next week?
We got a big-time matchup on the road at Tonganoxie next Friday night.
At Tonganoxie, great. We'll be back more after this to talk about that matchup, wrap up our final game notes one final time back here on Paola Sports Live.
Option Bank Community Banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com. Community Pharmacy Redefined. That's Vose Pharmacy in Lewisburg. Kevin Vose and his staff are redefining the expectations of a community pharmacy by providing customers with the most comprehensive and innovative prescription and wellness plans available, with a great selection and understanding of the latest treatments, including a wide range of Cannabis Naturals CBD products. Let Vose Pharmacy meet your family's prescription needs quickly and accurately. Vose Pharmacy, locally owned and operated. Call 913-837-3784 or visit vosepharmacy.com.
Happy birthday! Thank you.
Watch this. Call your dad from that phone.
So you pay for a phone line just to laugh at kids?
Now my internet company makes me pay for the phone. Might as well get something out of it.
That internet?
No bundling required. Visit gobrawley.com to learn more.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Paola and USD 368. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Paola, call 913-294-2110 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
We're back one final time here on Paola Sports Live, and what a ball game between these two squads. Definitely, if you were looking for finesse and you were looking for great offensive playing and a lot of throw the ball around and nothing like that. It was definitely not a dance show on the turf tonight. Definitely not a ice skating routine. Nothing that either coach probably wanted the way for the game to go. But Paola pulled it out, 21-20. Big time win in the Frontier League. Gets their first Frontier League win of the year, and just a great way to bounce back from a game last week when they got punched in the mouth twice, and able to come back from a couple punches that Ottawa threw.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, after getting annihilated by Lewisburg last week, 35-14, you're fired up to come back on your home field and play in front of your home fans again and try to get a big win, and then you just get kicked in the teeth again, giving up 2 touchdowns the first 3 offensive drives that you had. You're down 14-0. You're like, oh my goodness, here we go again. But the Panthers said no. They answered with a big 80-yard drive early in the second quarter, got it tied after a turnover to begin the third quarter, and then got that winning touchdown plus the extra point late in the fourth quarter to win the game and get a big-time character-building win for a young team heading on the road next week against a very tough Tonganoxie team that's kind of struggled to begin the year, but they played 3 quality opponents in their first 3 games. So the Panthers are going to have their hands full next week at Tongi.
You could say this win was exactly what the doctor ordered, and maybe not exactly what the doctor ordered for the Panthers. As they got the win, very ugly, as we said multiple times. Great performances by multiple people on the Paola team. Younger had a great game. Landon Taylor had another fantastic game. Charlie Zeller was great running the ball in multiple drives, and Osborne was just able to run the offense, the way that needed to be run. After a couple mistakes early, especially after that pick, he really, really sat down, really got focused on the game. No more mistakes on that end, and was just able to run the offense the way the coach wanted it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's easy. It's easiest for us to say you're down 14-0. It's very easy for a team like Paola, a young team, to fold like that. But the veterans of this team, the leaders of this team, said, "Hey, it's only the first quarter. We're only down 2 scores. We can turn this around like that." And the seniors on this team, Landon Taylor, Jed Osborne, they said, "No, let's settle down. Let's get this figured out. We can find a way to win this game," and they dug down deep and got it.
Dug down deep. That was great win for the Panthers, and they're going to take it any way they can. Anytime you can write a W next to your name, you will take it.
Like you said, there's no U in front
There's
of
no
UW.
U. Exactly. But like Caleb said, we're going to be live next week at Tonganoxie for that ball game, and a young Tonganoxie squad as well that's fought and played some really good opponents early, but just hasn't come out on the right side on too many of those. But it's going to be an exciting matchup. Like we've said multiple times, the Frontier League, you never know what's going to happen. Kind of really expected that Eudora Spring Hill game to be pretty good, and Eudora just kind of came out and stomped Spring Hill. So you never know really what's going to happen in these Frontier League games, and it's going to be an exciting one. It'll be fun to be back on the road again, able to get the Panthers back to 2-1, back above 500. Really looking forward to continue the good season so far that Coach Smith has started.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, Tonganoxie's played. These are the 3 opponents that Tongie's played in the first 3 weeks. Baser Linwood, that was at Baser. They lost by 5. Lost by 5. They beat Spring Hill last week at home, and then they just got boat raced by Chanute, who's a very good program.
Very good 4A
down in the EKL league down there.
Southeast
SEK. SEK,
yeah.
Sorry, not EKL. EKL's Bishop Miege.
Yeah.
But the SEK down there, they're one of the top teams down there every single year. Them, Independence, Coffeyville, teams like that. So there's no shame in losing to Chanute. It's just a long bus ride back to Tonganoxie after getting boat raced like that. So they're going to be fired up on their home field against a Paola team. That was a very good game last year up there, if I recall. I think it was like 13-10, something like that. So it's going to be a tough one for the Panthers. They're going to need a week of rest, good preparation, and see if they can steal one out there in Tongi next Friday night.
Biggest thing that I know coaches are going to be talking to the players about is just eliminating those mistakes, eliminating those penalties, eliminating those, erase a lot of big plays on both sides, but especially the Panthers side, erasing those big plays. So I know that's going to be a point of emphasis this week. Again, it's just going to be winning in the trenches again and getting that running game going and able to get that back going this week after last week rushing for less than 100 yards, had easily over 200 this week.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, you can't have these penalties next week at Tonganoxie. They'll bury you. So they got to sharpen that up, be more disciplined, finish better, just better cohesion, and you have a chance to upset Tonganoxie next week.
Definitely. Well, we're excited, and we are going to be ready for that Frontier League matchup between those two squads next Friday evening. And that's the next time that you'll be able to catch us. No volleyball for us this week, no home matches for the Panthers. So you'll see us, and you'll be able to hear us live next Friday. If you're not able to make the trip up to Tonganoxie, make sure you tune in to Paola Sports Live to get the best action, get the best announcers calling that one for that game anyway. So with that, we're gonna sign out for the evening. Thanks for those of you that tuned in for us with us. Thanks for those of you that are going to be watching this later on, maybe wanting to go back and watch those highlights of the game. That tough, gritty win for the Paola Panthers, moving them to 2-1, and just what the doctor ordered for the Panthers this evening, winning 21-20 against Ottawa. I hope you guys have a great evening. Thanks so much. We'll see you next Friday.
Have a good weekend, everybody. Stay safe. Good night.
You've been watching Panther Athletics on Paola Sports Live. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Learn more at gobrawley.com. Also by Elliott Group, Hers Incorporated, Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Laura's Orthodontics, and Miami County Dance Movement. Thanks for watching, and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your new home for the Panthers, Paola Sports Live.